Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike, and stop them if they do.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim. High-Tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mattis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake?
The man with the same codename as you. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes. This is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support. The nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by next-generation special forces, being led by members of Foxhound. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss, and they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon. You'll have 2 mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the president of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. Both are being held as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike, and stop them if they do.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim. High-tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit.
Metal Gear.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound
Around, huh?
terrorist activity.
We still are,
His powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf. The
Hello,
beautiful
Fudgy. Hello, Auntie. Welcome to the stream.
Octopus. Master of Disguise. Vulcan Raven. Giant and Shaman.
Giant and Shaman.
Ocelot. Specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound Squad Leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake.
The man with the same codename as you. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP.
Yeah.
On-site procurement.
Black Op. Don't expect any official support.
Okay, Colonel. What if my wee-wee got cold? What if I get splashed with the water? Well, Colonel, what if I get splashed with the water? What if I get splashed with the water?
Thanks. This is a military government issued tactical balaclava. It is not a pillowcase. Okay? Not a pillowcase. I don't want to hear any rumors that this is a pillowcase. It's not. It's the same one that Snake's got. Spent a lot of money on this. Tactical moose. There we go. I'm gonna have to get the
Rats.
right. And this shouldn't take too long either. It's like 2 streams probably, and then we can get on to Metal Gear Solid 2, which is there's a lot more to talk about. Tacticunt, yes, Tacticunt Special Forces, fucking perfect. But we've got a lot to talk about with Metal Gear Solid 1 as well. I'll get my brain in gear. I hope everybody's all right. Happy Monday. I feel it is Monday, right? Fucking. Hope everybody's had an all right start to the week. Yeah, I need to get a visual thing as well. You used to have a lot more visual gags. I am starting to remake a lot of them, but I used to have a lot more visual gags on the stream. I'm gonna get some of them back. I stripped most of them back because there was a bit too much. But we're gonna bring some back. We're gonna bring some back. Right. Well, we've got the best is yet to come. Figuratively and literally. Well, that's the name of the opening song here that we're gonna hear in a minute. Let's go briefing. Let's just warm up. And it says, doing pretty good, just a bit tired as it's Monday. And I'm always tired on Monday. Yeah, me too, man. I'm not doing as bad as I thought I was going to be, though.
It's been a long time.
I had a pretty short hangover, thankfully. Healthy again, good man. Yeah, I'm pretty much back to I drank a lot on Saturday, then I fucking started eating truffles as well. I didn't intend to.
That's what you call sending arms?
You know, when you're on the booze, it's not the best time to take psychedelics because they work against each other. But if you're offered some,
You're not my
it was just me, my mum, and my big sister. I was like, it's gonna get fucking weird anyway, man, because we have conferences, so to speak. Like if
Excuse me.
there's gonna be somebody's gonna get a bit too drunk and a bit too belligerent, and I'm quite good at mediating that. It was all right, but some people won't always point out when people are being belligerent. I don't mind doing that. I'm a good mediator, and I'm very good at partying as well. So I was the last man standing.
You don't like shots?
Everybody went to bed by 1. I fell asleep at 5. I was just fucking blissed out eating food. I had a light trip, nothing major, but good enough where you look at someone, it's like, you look weird. You look weird. I'm not going to tell you that because it's beautiful that you look weird. You do look really fucking weird. When people start looking weird, that's when I know. When I start looking at my hands, I'm like, yeah, this is fucked. That's a bit much. So I got that far. I got that verification anyway, and I was just fucking smashed.
Foxhound.
Just listening to music and eating food for 4 hours. That felt like 10 minutes. You know how it is.
Situation is.
It was a good time. It was a good time, and it didn't, you know, didn't get too dramatic either. There's always stress. And there's always a little bit of drama when the family gets together, man. Well, that's why I'm so dramatic. Yeah, absolutely. No, it was good. It was good, and there were no overly heavy conversations, man. It's all right. Certain family members are surgeons of interrogation when they've had a drink, which can be me. But I've got my empathy tanks are kind of fucking. I'm always equipped with I know what this other person's thinking right now, and sometimes people are just too polite to say, you know what? That's family. That's just family. It was a good time. It was a good time. Infiltration method, go.
Colonel, I don't work for the government.
I don't work for a government no more. Well, I don't work for a government no more.
All that great.
There's a dog sled race this week. Next Saturday, I have to be in Anchorage.
The Iditarod, the longest sled race in the world.
Ah, yes, Kojima's random fucking trivia in a time before Wikipedia, mind.
My only family. I've got to take care of them.
So this was 1998, man. A bit of a paradigm shift for video game storytelling, as we all know.
There's no room for debate.
Konami's flagship, well, not even the flagship really, but
This army or
their saving grace in a way that was helmed by the author and messiah Hideo Kojima. It's a game that blurs the lines between Hollywood cinematic language and interactive media. It does a lot to embed philosophical gravitas within the espionage of within the framework of an espionage thriller, I should say. Pudgy says, first thing I saw on Discord when I walked up was like, damn, it was good, man. I remember seeing it, and I wasn't aware enough to be like, no, Pudgy's trying to write a poet. He really means this. I was like, I know he's fucking about, and I know it's a meme, but I was just looking at that picture of the chocobo in the sunset. I just went, damn, that's beautiful. Me too, but that was the first time I knew I was clued into the fact that I might be across the threshold. It's just like, damn, that's beautiful, man. God damn, Brad. We all try to get to 60, brother. I crap myself up a lot. And because I was supposed to be sleeping on there was a tent set up outside because my mum's got a bit of land. There was a small house in Scotland just across the border. And there was a nice big tent, like white fabric tent set up that we were all meant to go sit in, but the weather was shit. But it got to 4 a.m. and I was allocated the sofa, which I'd normally be fine with. There was a lot of people staying. Normally I'd be all right with it, but I was like, shit, dog. Like, somebody's going to get up in 3 hours. I'm not going to be happy about that. So I fucking took myself out to the tent on my own, bro. And I couldn't get Wi-Fi or anything over there. So I only had 4 tracks on my iPad to satisfy me. Two of them were from Phantasy Star Online on GameCube, and 2 of them were We Are Thieves and the Theme of Tantalus from Final Fantasy IX, which are the same song. It's just one's got different instruments. I don't know why I've only got these 4 songs on my iPad, but it was all I needed, man. I remember being so satisfied with the do 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 of the theme of Tantalus, man. I was like, if there's gonna be a historic moment, and I think I got about 2 hours sleep, but Steak Hour, shouts out to Otacon, Snake.
By next generation special.
Oh. We're tough.
Government turn
We're
over
gonna play the video game in a minute. We're all toughed up. I don't have a pillowcase on my head. I've got a goddamn military. I've got a goddamn government bandana on my head. A bandana. I've got the goddamn military bandana on my head, man. Feeling good about it. We'll play on normal mode, yeah. This game's what, like 6 to 8 hours. I figure 2 sessions, bro. And we'll be out of here. We'll talk about a lot. We'll talk about bits and things, man. Okay? This first song is called The Best Is Yet to Come. They weren't kidding. It's the Edges anthem. All the edges in the world fucking rise up. Stand tall, brother. So this is obviously a bit of a big entry point in what Kojima respectively or retrospectively framed as his thematic trilogy, man. So each chapter of the Solid series, apart from 4 and 5, arguably, they all orbit around a central philosophical axis. With the first one, Metal Gear Solid 1's theme or axis being Gene, not as in denim jeans. That would make sneaking around in the water puddles very fucking awkward. The second theme, MGS2, was meme, as in haha, Can has cheeseburger.
Snake. Colonel, can you hear
And 3 was Metal Gear Solid 3 was scene.
the elevator in the back is the
So it's got a bit of a rhyming thing going on. I don't know if these words rhyme in Japanese, but to be honest, the Japanese don't really worry themselves too much with rhymes when it comes to songwriting and stuff. Because there's only so many ways you can end a sentence in Japan, and you know, odds are it's going to fucking rhyme 1 out of 5 times anyway. In Metal Gear Solid 1, baby cakes, the concern is biological destiny, genes. Are we the prisoners of our DNA, motherfucker? The narrative
I'm ready to go.
interrogates this through like personal legacy, no, personal identity, personal legacy, military engineering, positing genes as kind of both metaphysical symbols and socio-political constructs. Have you ever seen Gattaca with Ethan Hawke? It's a bit like that, but with fewer treadmill sequences. All right. So here we are, minding our own business on the Shnado Moses Island, man. We're in Alaska. We're going to talk about it. Shouts out to Yoji Shinkawa. That's right. Make sure the game is loud enough. Because this game's, it's full of atmospherics, man. There's puddles. There's huddles. There ain't no cuddles, but there are phone calls. Press the X button to duck, idiot.
Crawl to get through there. First, crouch down by pressing the crawl button, and then use the directional button to crawl in the direction you want.
Be careful, though.
Understood.
Not doing it either.
You can stand up by pressing the crawl.
Thanks, my guy.
Hello?
Snake, you have to
Oh,
crawl
I know.
through there.
Baby, I know. Baby, I know. Baby, I know. Baby, I know. Let's get a move on. I'll start talking about the business when as my brain slowly boots up. I'm somewhat with it today, but I'm still also somewhat recovering from a busy weekend, both in terms of social exposure and exposure to substance. Is that nice? Yo, mama's asshole. What do you think it was? Yo, mama's asshole kind of stank. You got a stinky beaver, and I'm about to find it underneath this forklift. So we're just gonna hang out here until our boy on the elevator comes down. At which point we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna go like this, and we're gonna run up and, yo.
Snake, there's There's an elevator there you can take up to the ground. You'll just have to wait for the elevator to come down. You better hide somewhere.
Okay, Daddy. I mean, okay, Colonel. Okay, Colonel. Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay. I can hear it. Jeremy Blaustein. Shouts out to Jeremy Blaustein. Iconic Konami translator, man. Iconic translator, man. He did Silent Hill 1. He did Silent Hill 2. He might have done Silent Hill 3 even, but I can't remember. But Jeremy Blaustein is a bit of a goat when it comes to the translation. None of this Ted Woolley business, circa Final Fantasy VI. There was no controversies over any of Blaustein's translations. Whereas, oh, thank you, baby. Welcome to the experience.
Sounds like an absolute fantasy land. Well, it is. I'm gonna go and get inside it. Come and join me in the fantasy.
No controversies over these games and their translations. I think Blaustein did all of Metal Gear Solid 2 as well. He probably did 3 as well. It was all in that fucking PS2 heyday era, man. This is not a pillowcase that is just barely tied around my fucking fat head. It is actually a tactical bandana meant to keep my hair out of my eyes. So this game we did analyze just before I came over from Twitch to YouTube for the live streams there. But it's been a while. A lot of people requested it. A lot of people who frequent now weren't watching the stream back then because we were still in flux over the whole Twitch thing. And I wasn't too impressed with my analysis of 1 and 2 versus what I've come to expect of myself in recent Final Fantasy streams, etc. But we got Metal Gear Solid 1 here, and through its mixture of stealth gameplay, metafictional awareness, socio-political awareness, and dense, reflective philosophical dialogue, we get a game that isn't merely
I'm in front of the disposal.
a game, but a treatise.
Age hasn't slowed
It's
you.
a hybridized text, bro, exploring the tensions between nature and nurture, freedom and design, self and system.
Is Alaska, you know.
Shouts out to Ash.
For your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
Thank you very much for the lurk.
Using peptide snake. All of the genome soldiers.
So we've got a pretty rich
Already tested, huh?
postmodern text here by way of video game. It's a culmination of ideas like genetic determinism, Gattaca, existential crisis, because of course we don't play anything on the stream unless people are contemplating life within the piece of media itself. Simulation theory and simulacra, and a whole host of militarized capitalism critiques. It's positioning itself as it positions itself at the crossroads of 20th century philosophy and late Cold War anxieties, bro. And we're gonna break down what all of that fucking means as I routinely get caught trying to infiltrate Shadow Moses here on the video game stream. Yeah, shouts out to Yoji Shinkawa for the iconic
18 hours left until they're
the
dead.
iconic character portraits that permeate
Must be crazy to
the
fly
series
around
to this day. Probably, but I don't. Did
Sorry.
Shinkawa must have had involvement on 5, right?
Yet. This is Mei Ling.
But Shinkawa
Assigned to us as our
started out as like a QA or something. He didn't originally join as
on radar system.
an artist, which would probably
If you have any questions about it,
surprise a lot of people that didn't know this, because Shinkawa's art is kind of
to speak to a living legend.
like it's iconic as it gets. It's instantly recognizable, but He wasn't originally an artist. I believe the story goes that Kojima kind of just witnessed the fact that he was really good at doing machines and stuff and some character. But one of the common complaints that's lodged against Metal Gear Solid 1's portraits is the similarity of features in the women's faces in these portraits. I don't get too hung up on this, given that as an artist or as artists, we've all got our specialities, and it may just have been that Shinkawa didn't do too many female portraits and stuff before this. That's speculation, mind you. But yeah, it's a shouts out to Felipe, motherfucker.
First, I want you to infiltrate the disposal site and look for the Dark Chief.
The Dark Chief was injected with the same GPS transmitting.
Felipe says, just finished this game for the first time. Never understood all the hype before, but now I can appreciate for the masterpiece it is. Glad to hear it, man. We're gonna be talking about it in granular, overwhelmingly autistic detail as we go through, as we proceed. So we've got a bit of an introduction to a few of our characters that I've been talking over already. We've got Campbell, Colonel Campbell, who's the man that got us into this mess. Mei Ling, who's talking right now, who is a fountain of Chinese proverbs. Naomi Hunter, who is our femme fatale-esque. Is she the weapons expert in this one? Naomi Hunter's got a bit of a weird legacy, so I get Naomi Hunter conflated with the person she becomes by Metal Gear Solid 4, which we can do at some point, man. But Metal Gear Solid 4 is a fucking. It's a bit of a tricky. But yeah, at the heart of this game is a lot of its postmodern philosophies and social politics discussion. It's the core of it is this confrontation with the theme of gene, with genetic determinism. Okay, it's the idea that one's essence, character, fate, morality is encoded. So we're going to be talking or meeting later on the character of Liquid Snake, who kind of embodies this Nietzschean resentiment. He believes that he inherited inferior genes compared to our buddy here. And I'm jumping ahead in terms of the plot a little bit, but don't worry about it. He believes that
near the door.
Solid Snake has the successive genes in the snake lineage, and he becomes obsessed with the idea of proving his own supremacy. It's a worldview that pretty closely aligns with like socio-biological fatalism, bro. It's a bit of a mouthful, but it's most noted by a bloke called Ewan Owen Wilson. I know him better as by the acronym that he got. He goes by E.O. Wilson. He's a fella that argued that behavior is largely shaped by evolutionary biology, but Metal Gear Solid, and I'll get started in a minute, does a lot to at least attempt to subvert this premise. Solid Snake, despite being a soldier, despite being a blank, will be working to reject the tyranny of biology. Through like Kojima's introduction of Foucault, like biopolitics, these are all words that Kojima probably really likes. Or the idea, the biopolitics, or like the state's control through genetic and biological manipulation, i.e. the Genome Soldier Project or L'Enfant Terrible, and tries to challenge its legitimacy. Ultimately, just like Final Fantasy IX, which we just finished, this game posits something very similar. The idea of we are more than our code. It's interpretive tension, brother. Kojima is going to be presenting both perspectives: Liquid Snake's fatalism versus Solid Snake's agency, and we're going to be doing this without judgment, without a final call on the matter. It will be leaving the player in a philosophical gray zone. So I'm just setting this up early, because the way that the tension and the narrative is going to kind of diffuse from this point on is we will believe to begin with that we do have all the control and we do have all the agency, but through the codec conversations and in learning the nature of the mission that we're on, we're going to learn that there's a bit more than meets the eye, or perhaps a bit less than meets the eye in a way. But yes, before I start, this is Solid Snake. He is arguably one of the most beloved protagonists in video game history. Certainly one of the most iconic, and I'd argue he's probably a bit of a Camusian figure. He's a soldier that is awakened to the absurdity of his existence, and he's kind of caught in this perpetual war of perpetual cycle, I guess, of war, deception, and manipulation. And we'll leave it at that for now. We'll play the video game. And this is Metal Gear Solid 1. In terms of how the actual, how we're going to be playing the game, I will try and be thorough, but we're not going for any sort of speed run, 100% completion, flawless execution, complete, no alerts, no alert status or anything like that. I'm going to make mistakes. The game's not too long, so I'm aiming to get it done in 2 streams, this one and the next, and then we'll move straight on to Metal Gear Solid 2. And there's a lot to talk about in Metal Gear Solid 1, but there's a whole lot more to talk about in Metal Gear. I'm going to get caught right now. A whole lot more to... Oh yeah, I'm going to get caught right now. In Metal Gear Solid 2, let me tell you. So we're going to chop this up, man. I'm not going to rush it. That would do the game a disservice. I'm not prepared to do that. One thing I will note is the AI of these guards is a bit better than what you would generally expect from games around this time. They can use their ears, they can use their eyes to notice changes in the environment, to hunt Snake down, but so there's snow all around the place, right? If I was to run in the snow, I do leave footprints. They can chase the they can look at the footprints and go, whose fucking footprints are them then? And then they can come and find me. If I stood in a puddle downstairs and I went splish splosh in my wellies, in a little entrance, a little harbour place underground there, I went splish splosh and they heard it. They go, who's splishing and splashing on my fucking floorboards? And they come find me. Also, if I hang out in the wrong areas for too long, if I hang out in the water or something for too long, Snake can get a cold and he can sneeze. And if he sneezes, the guards go, who's fucking sneezing, man? We're just using the chaff grenade there to disable the video surveillance. But that also, in doing so, it disables our goddamn radar. And we're gonna want to try and get underneath this truck here. Oh no, I need to get in the truck, right? Yeah, I need to get in the truck. Without getting caught. Because we can get the Solcum there. And whilst in Metal Gear Solid 2, we'll probably try and get through the game without actually killing anyone. I will just use the trank gun to pacify every enemy versus blowing the fucking chops off. And we're not going to worry about that too much in this one. We don't get a trank gun in this one. The Trent gun is arguably one of the most overpowered guns in action game history. But we don't need it.
What was that noise?
All part of the procedure, man. So there's a few ways to get into. I think there's at least 2, maybe 3 ways to get into this facility. The actual Shadow Moses facility proper. I generally always go for this one. And look.
Rats.
This is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here for some
Quit
peace.
being an incel and became a full-blown hikikomori.
Once in a while,
I haven't been outside my house in weeks, like.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Ooh.
I know lots about survival in a harsh
Okay.
environment. I lived in Alaska longer than you. So call me if you have any questions about the flora or fauna out here. My frequency is 141.80. Those mice are Alaskan field mice. Don't worry, they can't hurt you.
Oh, the rats.
Wild field mice don't have a thick layer of fat, but they can still survive the bitter winters here without hibernating. They dig tunnels under the snow. That's where they stay warm.
Survival specialist.
It's crazy. You come home from work, you see a rat. It
There's a
could be
dark
daylight, you
side
see a
too.
rat.
Sometimes the males will kill and eat offspring that's not their own.
To ensure the survival of their own genes, right?
Yeah, pretty brilliant program.
Beans.
If there are mice,
Rats.
that means there must be an exit somewhere. Follow the mice.
Rats? Genes? Human rat hybrids? So we're gonna follow the rats.
Rats.
They're not mice. That guy was wrong. We don't want to be listening to Master Miller. Don't listen to him, alright? Okay. And we're gonna sneak on in here, man. We might have already had 2 alert statuses already, but we should say we're not gonna worry too much about that, man. But we will get the job done, and we'll get it done in a timely manner. We'll get it done in a timely manner. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining the stream. You're watching Metal Gear Solid 1 on the Experience TV show. I am currently balls deep in drafting the script for the Final Fantasy IX deep dive extravaganza.
Change floors. There should be a cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around there. Try to find it.
Okay, crispy cakes. Tell me something else.
Good. You've got yourself a weapon. To use it, first hold down the R2 button to enter weapon mode. Then select the weapon you want with the directional button. After you've selected the weapon you want, let go of the R2 button to exit weapon mode. The weapon you selected should appear in your hand. To use the weapon, follow the directions displayed in the window. If you use the R1 button, you can equip your weapon more quickly. While you're barehanded, press the R1 button to equip the last weapon you used.
While you're barehanded, press the LT button to pump it.
Again. Don't fire your gun needlessly, or you might be discovered. If you had a gun with a suppressor, it would be a different story. If you have any questions about weapons or equipment, you should ask our military analyst, Nastasha. Her frequency is 141.52.
Okay, baby, thank you. Right. So we are heavily relying on our radar system there, because we have very limited vision. We have quite a dramatic, zoomed out camera perspective to help lend to the idea of this sense of borderline powerlessness. Of course, we're not powerless. We're actually a bit of a super soldier dude, but we are less intimate with our character model than you'd often expect us to be, especially in today's shoulder shoulder-driven camera features. For the most part, we are very, very close with the action heroes of today when it comes to the playing of the video games with the guns and whatnot. Less so the case back in the day. Certainly here. Now, I'm going to be playing without a guide for a bit, but that doesn't mean I'm going to be playing without a guide forever. The handy dandy first person view, which I'm probably going to be using an awful lot. And on top of talking about all of the philosophical and the socio-politics, oh gods, of Metal Gear Solid 1, we'll do some deep dives into the characters as well and what they represent in regards to their themes and the greater stakes of the world of Metal Gear. Because there are quite a lot of history being invoked and discussed. Things like post Cold War anxieties and stuff like that. Concepts of cloning. Because in 1996, 2 years before this game came out, that fucking sheep was cloned. Dolly, was it Dolly? I got it in my notes somewhere, which I've not got up yet. But Kojima likes to invoke a lot of real-world history, new and old, in most of his Metal Gear Solid narratives. Less so in things like Death Stranding, although we'll be playing Death Stranding 2 on stream as soon as that comes out. Because that might change for all I know. I'm a massive fan of all of Hideo Kojima's works. And I think Death Stranding is one of those games of his that is quite easy to misunderstand. So we'll be giving that the full drop top treatment as well, man. Where I go? I forgot where I go at this point.
Snake, first you've got to find the DARPA.
Oh, do I need to actually go into the? Yeah, right. Okay. I think I need to do. I think I do need to go into the ventilation system upstairs. Don't catch me. We've got a lot to talk about in Metal Gear Solid 1. And as many of you will know, Metal Gear Solid 2 is kind of a masterwork in postmodern literature or media. I guess they're kind of synonymous at this point. And we've got a lot to talk about there as well. A hell of a lot. Probably a lot more. First time we did an analysis playthrough of Metal Gear Solid 2 wasn't quite as tight. Wasn't quite as tight or as expansive as I would have liked to have made it. So take another run at it. I think this might just lead that back outside. Oh, we'll stop yapping at some point and get coordinated, because I know I need to get into. Need to be going to visit the DARPA chief. I think this one leads back outside, but let me just check. We'll talk a bit about some of the cut content as well, man. We'll do that. We'll do that when we get to Metal Gear Solid 2 as well. There isn't loads of cut content in Metal Gear Solid 1, but there's enough that it's interesting enough to talk about it.
I moved the DARPA chief to the cell in the first floor basement.
What about the vent shaft cleaning?
They just opened the vent covers. They're about to start spraying for rats.
Rats!
First floor
Rats.
basement ventilation shaft.
Shut those covers as soon as they're done spraying. Also, keep your eye on that woman in the cell. Don't get careless now.
Woman in the cell?
Woman in the cell?
Did something happen?
There's an intruder.
Really?
He's already done 3 people.
He's killed 3 people?
Yeah. Say he's using stealth, too.
That's not me, right? Stealth.
There's an intruder besides me?
So this repeating of questions and stuff is a Japanese trope. Doesn't translate that well to English, but that's why it's done. It's just a Japanese thing. It's just one of those crazy Japanese things. Raiden does a whole lot of it in MGS2 because he is a confused white-haired boy. Everything he hears, it's like a whole new reality every time somebody tells him something. But we've got to protect Raiden. We're not going to meet Raiden today, though. But when we do, we got to all feel very sorry for him because he's not very clever. The only reason Raiden isn't clever is because we are not clever. That's the point. Chaff! You've got chaff. Right, let's get a move on. We gotta get to the basement. Do I need to get like a... the thing is, when I'm yapping, I don't really think about what flags, objective flags I've hit on and stuff like that. So I'll be a bit more conscious of what I'm doing. So far, so okay. So far, so okay, I'd say. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Liquid Snake has gotta go. Hey, hey. So, we need to get into the vents. In the basement. First floor basement. Bobby house, okay? Don't be afraid. It's snakes day. Don't be afraid of the snake. For goodness sake. He is here to protect your whims and your ways, okay? He's not the hero he wants to be, but he is my hero all day, Teehee. Right, that's where we came into this world, I'm pretty sure. Is it? Oh. We snuck around there and we came out in the bottom right. The southeast quadrant of the facility. Bing bang boogie. Boogie. My guy. We are playing on the Master Collection port. The ports are alright up until Metal Gear Solid 3. I haven't decided if we're going to do Metal Gear Solid 3 yet, so we'll see. Hee. My guy, this guard's not... Whoa! I was going to say, he's not very clever, but I wouldn't be very clever if I actually went all the way and did what I was about to do. I swear I just... Oh, there we go. Used to having doors open for me. Oh wait, I've got a plane to catch. I got a plane to catch. Hey, hey. Oh, ho. Solid Snake, I've gotta go. There we go. We did it. Making progress. What?
Look at the radar. It's picking up the DARPA chief. He's
DARPA
the green
chief.
dot. Hurry and rescue him.
Okay, baby case, I will do. I'll do that. I'll get straight on that, okay? Lucky, we'll get to see the guard, the iconic guard Johnny taking a fucking diarrhea dump in his ear.
Go up or down a ladder, just press the action button by the ladder.
Okay, Daddy, thank you. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. The DARPA chief has got to go. Decoy octopus. Wanna look down? I wanna look down. Hey, you guys. Whoop. I wanna quit that, you smelly belly. How do I do first person in the fucking thing there? I wanna look into people's dreams. I only do it on certain rooms, but I want to see and smell a guy having a fucking nasty shit. What's the fun in a game where you can't fucking huff and woof a big shit nose? I'm sick of it, man. I need smell-o-vision already. I'm sick of it. I've been campaigning for smell-o-vision for fucking 17 years, man, and I've still not smelled a single whiff through my television box. Doesn't matter how close I get to the screen, man. Doesn't matter how crystal the display is. I want to look down into the rooms. Oh, that's Meryl doing bicycle crunches, bro. Can I not just look up and down when I'm in here, bro? I guess not. Well, Meryl, who we're gonna be meeting soon. She's a woman. She's a woman, and she's doing the sit-ups. I'm spamming the interact button, but it doesn't seem to want to let me, What?
Snake, the DARPA chief's signal is coming from somewhere in that area. Okay. And there's some place to drop down? Take a look around in first-person view mode.
Oh, I tried to...
That.
Snake.
I've tried to do that, man. I tried to do that. Am I misinterpreting what the fucking button is? Hey? Hey. Oh, okay. Okay. Ah.
Is that a woman? Not you.
Well, let's go back and see if we can see Johnny Kurosawa fucking having a big hot mud dump, man. Fucking torrential mudslide in the Alaskan wastes, man. It's the only thing keeping him warm at night is the amount of straining he needs to do to inject brown fucking milk water out of his body. Yeah!
I hate Alaska. Boy, that woman is built all right.
That's Johnny, everybody. Johnny's genes are such that every member of his family has IBS or incontinence. And it's fucking great. I think Johnny, we can get pissed on in Metal Gear Solid 2. Now, I can't remember. I might need to confirm. I might need to fact check, but I do think it could be Johnny that provides the golden shower treatment that you can receive. You don't need to, but it is an option in Metal Gear Solid 2.
Who's that?
It's me, sorry.
I'm here to save you. You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
I'm the pawn they sent here to keep you entertained.
It's true.
What's it gonna be, Jugs magazine?
In that case...
Tiny backdoor grandmas.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the
The
ability
terrorists.
to nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening.
Terrorists. I'm
They
talking
say if
about
we
the
don't
terrorists.
accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
How do they plan to launch? I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled.
Oh, those
They shouldn't have access to a missile.
What I'm about to tell you is classified.
lacking soundproofing in these
We're conducting exercises with a new
thick concrete chambers.
weapon that will change the world
DARPA chief's after you. Not much privacy to be had in these thick
from any place on the face of the earth.
concrete
Walking
hellholes, man. Ready for some exposition? I hope so.
Metal Gear.
can't be. You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
We've had a couple of run-ins in the past. So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a...
Remember, Metal Gear Solid 1 isn't the first Metal Gear game. There's actually Metal Gear 1 and Metal Gear 2 before this. Don't worry too much.
On the contrary, it's grown into a huge joint project between Arms Tech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data and then proceed to mass production. If it hadn't been for the revolution.
Revolution?
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex?
Metal Gear Rex. The code name for the new Metal Gear prototype. They're probably already...
Sorry, DARPA Chief. Don't mind if I practice my moves, do you?
These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
But I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course, there is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
Yes. Baker knows...
2 passwords? Why don't they just use 2FA?
The president of Arms Tech.
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch.
Oh!
They found out my password.
You talked?
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds.
Name of my first pet. I knew I shouldn't have wrote it down.
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
This is bad.
Uh-oh, this is bad.
Before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password...
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime. But there is a way to stop the launch.
What?
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by Arms Tech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
Safety lock.
And if I do that?
Yes. You can stop the launch.
That card key.
Plenty of toilet roll, though.
The keys.
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay.
Gotta insert a card to the slots. Okay, then, boss.
Keeping Baker.
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement?
How's your basement if it's got 2 floors, huh?
A lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes. They cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color? Here, take this. It's my ID card.
Rats.
It'll open any level 1 security door. It's called a pan card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your...
Ojima loves these fucking acronyms, brothers. Brother!
Approach the door's security devices. They'll read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So does the White House plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon?
You got the Pentagon!
Hey, what happened?
Constipation. Constipation claims over 4 lives every year. Happy birthday, DARPA Chief. I guess. Won't be getting your cake.
Dead.
Sorry, my guy. Looks like I'll have to eat it for you this time.
Naomi, the chief. What happened?
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but...
A heart attack? No.
Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
Absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This op is security level red. You need the highest security clearance to get access to the complete file.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you, the Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake, we don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
Find the President's Baker. We need another birthday cake. Statopolis. What this game's doing, and it's Metal Gear Solid 1's a bit of a social political artifact of the late 1990s. Really, Kojima is pretty media savvy, and with Metal Gear Solid 1, what he's done is he's crafted a work that not only reflects but critiques the cultural and geopolitical anxieties of its time.
So you killed the chief, you bastard!
Wasn't me. I didn't do it.
Liquid?
I didn't do it.
No, you're not.
Oh, I'm sorry, boy.
Don't move!
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking.
These are weak.
Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful, I'm no rookie.
Liar. That nervous glance, that scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never shot.
Yo, you look like a bitch. Oh, you look like a bitch.
You haven't even taken the safety.
You look like a bitch. You haven't taken the safety off, baby.
You're not one of them.
What are you away there, something, huh?
Open that door. You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
Nobody move. Put down your weapon.
Delayed.
What are you doing? Don't think. Shoot!
Ah! Ding ding dang. Ring ting ting tang tong. You are a fucking rookie bookie.
Shoot!
Dude. Oh my god, you sick fuck. How could you do that to them? They were my friend holes. Do 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 do. I got too many rations. Huh? Are you fucking kidding me, man? Guess that was my fault. I turns out I was the rookie all along. Snakey. Who's that, man? Get over it. Fucking man up. These things happen. I mean, I've gone to combat to do the fucking fighting there. Sometimes these things happen, man. You can't get too emotional about it when the man who was sent to die actually dies. Ding, 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 ding. Ring, ding, stinky. So we got a lot of military bases. We've got military boss fights, man. But beneath all that is a pretty deeply layered metaphorical pizza meditation on surveillance, war capitalism, war, bioethics, and postmodern paranoia. What we're gonna do is we're gonna fucking work to excavate.
The first time you ever pointed a gun.
Excavate the socio-political terrain of Metal Gear Solid 1 with precision and grace and gusto. That's what we're here to do.
That nervous
and 1998 was when this game was released, and it was situated within a pretty global ideological vacuum. Okay?
I told you I'm no rookie.
The Soviet Union collapsed by 1991.
Open that door.
But the quote unquote peace dividend never came. Instead of world disarmament, we saw continued military expansion, proxy conflicts, and wide cases of arms privatization.
What are you waiting for? Shoot!
What are you waiting for? Pick up the boys, so.
I'm telling you, shoot!
Really stupid. Oh. Need those bullets, homie. You'll see me occasionally unequipping and re-equipping my gun pistol. That just gives me an instant reload. And I'll be doing it a lot. Oh boy, howdy.
Thanks for the help.
Hey, it's okay. See you later. Look at that ass, though. Look at that ass, though. Look at that butt crease. Look at that asshole. Hey, Colonel, do you see your niece's booty?
You've killed him!
I'm sorry, sir.
His mental shielding was very strong. I could not dive into his mind.
Now we'll never get that detonation code.
Boss, I have a good idea.
Well, how can the DARPA chief die twice? All right, say something for yourself.
Advise a rat!
Just like that.
I fear you're underestimating the sneakiness, sir.
Damn, hate to see him leave. Love to watch you look away.
Is it from the nanomachines?
Boy, I'm tripping.
The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
Damn, Naomi, I'm tripping AF. I'm tripping AF, Naomi.
Sounds psychic.
I don't want to be a solid snake anymore. I want to be a hippopotamus. Naomi. So poor Johnny got violated. We can't go see him right there, but he's piled into a corner after Meryl took all of his clothes there. And we're left with nothing but questions. Why did the DARPA chief explode? Why did the lady take the bullets and run? Why did she not be my friend? Why is she so thick though? We're going to B2. So in the case of Metal Gear Solid 1 and the discussion that they just had about the titular Metal Gear, the Rex version in this instance, Metal Gear Rex is kind of symbolic of like Cold War relics that are repurposed for profit. The Shadow War being fought in Shadow Moses isn't going to be about ideology. It's going to be about the possession of deterrent power, if you like. So what Kojima's doing, or will be doing, in Metal Gear Solid 1, is try to critique. Sometimes he does this well, sometimes he does it clumsily, but ultimately he's trying to critique the utility of ideological struggle. Both East and West birthed the same militaristic offspring, ultimately. And it's trying to, whether intended or otherwise, man, I don't know how up on philosophy Kojima is at this point. But it aligns with Baudrillard and his like post Cold War thesis that global politics now don't revolve around truth but revolve around spectacle. I'd say in Metal Gear Solid's case, it was very much true, because a lot of the spectacle. Shouts out to Justin. Clap for yourself. Woohoo! There's a lot of the spectacle going on in Metal Gear. It's purely that, like, that's what a lot of people used to get hung up on, man. But the core of these video games is the fucking deep philosophical and political undercurrents. And that's what we're gonna be talking about, man. Shouts out to Justin, brother. We're dropping fucking fact-loaded missiles onto the chat today, man. Hey, it's good to have you. We got music on the way, man. We decided, because we were streaming video games on the Twitch there, but then I was like, fuck, man, I've got over a decade's worth of people that would probably like me to do something. So we set up shop on here. We do be streaming video games, but I still be doing music as well. And I'm gonna release some of that music eventually. This year probably. That's the plan. I've got a lot in the archives, man. A whole host of excuses as to, oh shit, a whole host of reasons as to why I haven't released anything recently. I forgot I had to have this key card equipped. There we go. But the plan is that when I do come back to releasing music, I'm going to be doing it. I'm going to be coming back in a way where I can't drop off the face of the earth again. I don't play League anymore. I did go back to it towards the end of like fucking quarantine and stuff like that, man. But it's the only game that actually manages to make me rage and blame other people for my own stupidity. It's the only game that manages to have that effect on me. With most other competitive games, if I take an L, I can go, yeah, no, my bad. League, that doesn't happen, man. League, it's always somebody else's fault. So I had to stop. I was becoming everything I hated. Wow! Is it not there? But we back, homie. What are you playing at the moment? You still in the League yourself? There's still a lot I like about League. But yeah, it brings out the venom in me, certainly. And not in a funny way. Like, I know it's people like it when I get pissed off on stream. But if I was to play League and stream and get mad about it, it would just come across as sad, I'm sure. So we do what we've been playing on stream recently are a bunch of old fucking video games that I've had too much time to think about, and can talk about at length all of the weird, granular, nitty-gritty details that nobody really cares about. But it makes for some good information dumps on the fucking stream, man. So if any of that ever sounds like your kind of bag, we out here. Such an honor talking to you. I've been listening since before high school. I played the dog shit out of League, but I took a fat break for my son. Good for you, man. Yeah, it's crazy. We all be fucking grown up now, man. We've had a few. That's one of the biggest reason I wanted to set back up on YouTube was for the old crowd as well. I felt a bit, I don't know, out of sorts on Twitch. We just started on Twitch because it was where everybody was streaming, but pretty soon, whoa, fuck, it took a while, but eventually I was like, well, what the fuck, because I don't actually like Twitch. I never use Twitch unless I was streaming on it, but I'm on YouTube all the damn time, so it just made more sense to come over here, man. Oh, good for you, bro. Yo, hop in the Discord. If you use Discord, it'd be good to talk to you about that, man. It'd be good to talk to you and see what up, man. I'm trying to encourage more people to share more things in the Discord as well, man. Absolutely, man. We out here, bro. What the fuck am I doing now? Yeah, we'll be playing all sorts. We got Death Stranding because we got Death Stranding 2 coming out in. That's a 4-door. Oh, thanks, BB. Oh, you fuckface. Right, just take my life. Just take my life, it's fine. Fucking getting disorientated, man. I think Alvy's fetching the link because my bot is offline at the moment. I said I was going to fix it, but I didn't. One of those. Thanks, baby. Thanks, baby. There's a good crowd over there, man. Not too busy either. Like we are low key in a way that I quite like. It might get busier at some point, but because really, as much as I enjoy streaming and I'll be out here a lot, music's going to be the thing that brings more people together. I've got some edited gaming analysis stuff planned as well. I'm in a bit of an identity crisis about where to share that at the moment, so we shall see. We shall see. But it'll be good to have you, man. Yeah, that's the biggest reason we posted up here was so we could be available for people that have been checking my stuff out for 10 fucking plus years at this point. We started to break shit down during lockdown. Oh God, no! Don't plant that. That's when we started the Discord, and since then, yeah, I've got to know a lot of those old school supporters to the point of them becoming dear friends. And I'm sure you'll be no different, my man. Very excited. Very excited to hear what you've been up to, man. Good man. I'm in between. Oh, you're a fucking legend. What a fucking legend. What a legend. We need to get some new stuff out then, don't we? What the fuck? Do I need another key card? My brain is fucking fried. What?
President Baker should be somewhere around there. Hurry up and find him. Also, you can't use your radar there. Mei-Ling says it's because of electronic jamming. If you want to know more, ask her.
I love jam. Mei-Ling, what's up, girl?
Snake, you can't use your radar in that area.
Still getting a lot of Messiah Facelift gets so much fucking love even today. I'm surprised. I'm mighty surprised. It's not one of my favorites, but I still get comments on that. Fucking our boy Darth Microtransaction, another very very successful streamer we know, left a comment on Messiah not too long ago. It's still the one that gets the most comments, I think. Mailing, let me save my game with you. Yeah, thank you for your service, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I've only got the one card right now. I might have to get a guide up if I'm going to be fucking chatting too much. Always happens. Always happens. I forget which things I've done and which things I haven't. Ah, yeah. That's right, take my life. That's exactly what I did last time, right? Dun, 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 suck my balls.
Snake!
Rats. 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 Rats.
Rants.
So I never expected Trump charging into a goblin's nest to not get some goblin vomit and slop and blood on him. I just don't want to catch him in bed with a goblin.
Look, there he is. Get him out of here. Get him the hell out of here. Throw him out the coat. Don't give him his jacket. Don't give him.
Woo! Put it like major media or something, fucking anywhere, wherever your heart desire, wherever your gut shines through, my friend. Honestly, we don't mind. We won't mind. But yeah, definitely get it shared, man. We've got a few musicians in there as well. I'm trying to encourage more motherfuckers to share their things as well. I'll be looking forward to hearing it, man. Hangar B2 Armory, that's where I'm at. Oh, I can get the cardboard box, right? Go ahead into the Armory proper. You want to head back to B1 now that we have a key card? All right. Oh, right. Yeah. Let's go back B1. Oh, man, you'll make me blush. I've never been too good with compliments, man, but I've yeah, it's humbling, to say the least. Too much time, too quickly. Certainly. I will talk about the many yet few reasons that not much has come out from me music-wise over the last 400 years. But suffice to say, no excuse is good enough. And I will be making good. Oh yeah, we do have music share. I forgot about that. Cheers, baby. I will be doing my best to make good on that shit. I'm very honored, man. Very honored to have you. And if you enjoy irreverent fucking gaming analysis streams as well, even fucking better. Because we'll be doing a lot of this. Like this is my other big passion, and it's just easier for me to channel it on the regular as well. What's this? Bullets. We'll get the box. Nope, I'll get the box somewhere. Yeah, appreciate you, dog. Yeah, most of my demographic is all motherfuckers that are 25 plus these days. So we are pretty much strictly people that knows the throes of existence, certainly. And that's pretty much all I'm fucking right about, even to this day as well. We only play video games where one of the characters goes, motherfucker, this is weird, this is mad, innit? But man, yeah, I'm glad we're getting more confirmation that coming over to YouTube was the right way to go. God here, take my babadaj, dooby 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 doo. Oh, he's upstairs, is he? Okay, let's go back upstairs then. That's it, man. Real 90s kids here, man. And we got a lot of PlayStation 1 and PS2 games on the charter as well. So we're going to be keeping this thing going, and I'll work out how to divvy this up, because the one thing I didn't want people to do is assume that we're just Moose gonna be a fucking gaming YouTuber now. That's kind of true, but it's not all the way true. So I need to work out a way to separate the content in a manner respectful for the lineage, the legacy of my poor, neglected YouTube channel. But we'll get there, dog. We'll get there, dog. But I think I don't know. We'll put it to a vote, man. We're doing a Metal Gear Solid 2 after this one, and then we'll see what people want to. We see what people want to play. Death Stranding definitely needs to be done before summer. Because that's when we're going to get the next one. And I've not watched any trailers for Death Stranding, man. I'm just going to let it happen. Fucking go, go, go. Fucking do one. Boop the fucking button. All right, came well quick that time. Okay. Okay. Let's go back down. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. We got Metal Gear Snake Eater 3 Delta. Fucking see how that goes. Spiteful. But at least they got David Hayter back. That's the best thing about it. And then we'll see. You know, Konami might be repairing their fucking awful conduct over the past fucking 20 years with stuff like Silent Hill 2 remake, pretty good. The trailer for Silent Hill F looks pretty good. But I think there's fucking hell, man. I don't know what's going on with Death Stranding 2 and this stand-in for this new Solid Snake looking motherfucker. Yeah, Kojima is a trickster. He's a little minx, to say the least. We got the cardboard box. President Baker. Yep. And there's another wall down here that I must have missed. Thinking there was only one, right? Boomf, boomf, boomf. Click, clack. I've had him, Chief. Aha, right. I just went too far last time, man. Okay. All right then. And then we get to do the Ocelot fight, right? Oh boy. It's the President's Baker.
Am I too late?
You wanna tell me where to get the cookies at, motherfucker? You fat boy. I heard you be making the president's cakes. Now tell me where the launch codes for the cakes are. Or I will get you shooting.
Don't worry. I'm here to save you.
No, don't touch it.
I've been edging for far too long, man. Please. Woo! There he is. Look, there he is.
C4 will blow up along with the old man. So you're the one that the boss keeps talking about.
And you?
Special Operations Foxhound. Revolver Oscar.
Pimp Daddy G, Patrick Lane. What's up, cuz?
I've been waiting for
I hit you with the flim flammers. I seen your profile. I seen your profile, Sergeant Snake. You looking good. You looking good on the socials.
single action arm.
Look at the way I rub my gun. Oh, you look good.
Kill anything that moves.
You look good.
Now I'll show you why they call me
Revolver.
Revolver.
Yes. Oh man, tell me about it. Like the end of Metal Gear Solid 2 is terrifying. In today's, if you listen to it today, it's fucking terrifying how spot on it is. It predicted the future like 20 years in advance. And as good as fucking Undertale is, it's not predicting the future, man. I love to reload. Wow. Shut up, fat boy.
Let's go.
Okay. How are we? Hey! I forgot he could do that, man. If I shoot enough bullets, at least one of them will fucking hit him in the head. Do. Yeah, it's scary, man.
Don't you want to settle this?
So I'm excited to see, because you know, since he's been away from the Metal Gear, he's not done too much to kind of flex his creative freedom. I mean, Death Stranding is exactly that, but it hasn't hit fucking critical mass in terms of prophetizing and his philosophizing. Like, we know he's got some big thoughts in that head of his, man. And I'm just kind of waiting for the, you know, he decided to do a Death Stranding 2, which tells me a lot. It tells me he's still got stuff to say with it. And you know, come on. Death Stranding 1 was already pretty, it was a bit of an emotional roller coaster for me. But it was a lot softer than Metal Gear Solid ever was. Not in a bad way. It was just a lot more thoughtful in a way that is a lot less aggressive in terms of the ideas that he's trying to explore and the point he's trying to make. It just basically amounted to, oh, we got to keep the Wi-Fi on so we can all, but we've got to use it to talk to each other and build bridges. So okay, we get it. So I'm interested to see why he's decided to bring, and that's obviously fucking selling it a bit short, but I'm interested to see what he's going to do with some of these themes of like a post-technological fucking United States. The whole thing with the BBs and stuff like that. Come here, you! Gotcha. Gonna get your hand chopped off. Thanks, honey.
That's what I'd expect from the man with the same code as the boss. It's been a long time since I had such a good fight.
Konami code.
I'm just getting warmed up.
What? My hand!
Dirty boy, dirty sadist Ocelot, man. He's kind of the intersection of performance, sadism, and complex loyalty in Metal Gear Solid 1. Revolver Ocelot is kind of the, by extension, Liquid Ocelot is kind of the biggest villain in Metal Gear Solid. Overall, I'd say it's pretty hard to argue with that, man. His psychology kind of centers on, in this game, on like the erotization of power and the cultivation of a carefully constructed persona, like a lot of these characters have, man. We'll talk about our boy Grey Fox as well. He's having a fucking bad time in this game. Off he goes. The metaphors are on another level, says Justin. You have to have a special level of autism to it. Oh, absolutely, man. That's what we're all about, man. We're very hashtag autism. We're very hashtag autism on this channel. I take great pleasure and pride in it. Like I'm fucking balls deep in writing a script for an edited take on Final Fantasy 9 and all the existential nonsense in that as well.
There's no time.
We've got a lot to say about these fucking video games, and we've had 25 years to think about a lot of them as well, which helps. With Ocelot's persona, it kind of, you know, he's a double, triple, quadruple agent. He's always working to conceal his true allegiances and motivations. But you could see the way that he handles the phallic objects, by way of his guns and stuff, literally masturbating, literally giving them a good rubbing. It's sadism and castration anxiety. Like it's polymorphous perversity. He exhibits sadism. He's deriving pleasure from the suffering of others, man, particularly during a lot of these elaborate torture scenes. We get this one with President Bacon, and later on, well, we've already seen one with the DARPA chief number 2, and we're going to get one later on with Solid Penis as well. His obsessive gun handling, the precise control of them, and later his hand loss, or just now, sorry, like are all kind of representative of classic castration anxieties and compensatory behavior. Like he's playing it up, man, because he's probably got a tiny wee-wee, right? So is displaced. Later, we're going to learn a little bit about his weird Oedipal complex. It kind of displaced Oedipal complex. His rivalry with his rivalry. Oh, his rivalry for his significance, Big Boss. His rivalry with Liquid for the inheritance of Big Boss's legacy later on is literally just an Oedipal struggle placed or displaced onto a non-biological relationship with a man that is not his father, but he always looked up to as a father figure, right? All of his guns spinning and his torture devices are fetish objects, man. They're just imbued with. They are weapons that are imbued with excessive significance and a lot of libidinous investment, meaning he gets off on his guns more than anybody else does. He's an interesting figure, and he's not always this kind of fetish oriented in the Metal Gear series, but he certainly is in this one. You could argue he is in. There's a lot of weird sexual tension between Big Boss and Ocelot in Metal Gear Solid 3. It's weird, and I don't know if it's deliberate, but there's a lot of talk about the finer details of guns, very masculine phallic objects that
Is there some other way to
Ocelot becomes infatuated with based on Big Boss's recommendation, i.e. Ocelot is fascinated in the concept of Big Boss's penis. We'll talk about that when we get to Metal Gear Solid 3. I'll try and justify that as much as I can, because it might come as a bit of a shock. Whether or not Kojima really intended this or not, it doesn't really matter, because we can still rationalize it. When we're doing any of these analyses, man, we need to be careful we're not just pulling things out of thin air. But you saw Ocelot was tossing his gun off, man. You can't ignore that. His fascination with weapons is a fascination with penis peckers, man. Pudgy says MGS1 being narrated by a goblin rapper cosplaying Snake in an Adidas tracksuit is pretty surreal. Never changed, Moose. Oh, fucking, that's kind of the dream, baby boy. Don't worry. You touched my little green heart, man. My dark green heart. You're a good one, Pudgy. Appreciate you, dog. This is the dream, bro. Is it not? Is this not the dream? Me fucking talking about theories about Big Boss's penis, his symbolic, metaphorical penis. Has anybody ever gone to granular and macro to the point of pointing out that Ocelot might have a bit of a gayness towards Big Boss? And that's great. That's fine, man. I just don't know if Kojima knows this, man. Remember, we're doing a reading, so whilst we have a lot of developer intentions, there's stuff that we take away after the facts. You know, that's how history is done. Like, it's like, well, why did they do that? Because of all of the pressures of the Cold War and fucking, I don't know, maybe Kojima has some feelings, and I don't know. I don't think he does. We all know he likes brunette scientific types, so you know, we know he definitely likes women. But who knows, man? Who knows? It gets weird, man. Like Big Boss.
Mergers and takeovers among the big weapons makers.
We'll get to that later, man. We shouldn't really be talking too much about Big Boss yet. We'll get to that. Cock paradox, exactly.
That's why we push to have Metal Gear developed as a black project.
Black project.
Paid for by the Pentagon's black budget. You can avoid a lot of red tape and get a great lead time on your weapons production. And no one can bother you. Not even those bleeding heart liberals.
Bleeding heart liberals. Here we go. Ocelot's a bit of a sad case, man. Throughout the series, he continually seeks recognition from like powerful figures, be it Big Boss, Liquid, Solidus, fucking anybody that isn't him, man. Like the boy just needs daddy in his life. He needs somebody. He needs another more powerful father figure to validate his existence, man. And he tries to navigate a lot of these complex power relationships, whilst completely manipulating everybody as well. Like, he is very subservient, but ultimately he's generally working in pocket. He's always trying to work to undermine or overtake the people that he gets bossed about by. He's often appearing subservient while subtly maintaining control. It's a really weird dichotomy between being submissive and try to call the shots, but he does it with such fucking grace and such charisma that as a character, and moving away from the psychosexual components, which are complete subjection, like we can't fucking soldier. But you know, it's right there in it, man. He's got a complex relationship with authority figures, man, and that's not uncommon. It kind of reveals a lot of the arbitrary nature of symbolic power, right? He simultaneously serves and subverts multiple masters. It's very rare that Ocelot is actually the master. He's always the master beta though, and that's the thing we need to take away from this. Metal Gear Solid is a story about war and penises. And I know that's brave. I know that's brave of me to say, man, but somebody had to say it. Tom Clancy, more like Tom Nancy. No, I'm just kidding. Don't. No, don't applaud that. Please. Please don't. That was actually.
Colonel, are you listening? Now he's
powder keg.
Too.
I have no idea.
Don't lie to me.
Don't lie to me.
Another heart attack, but
some kind of poison?
Well, cakes. I heard he was the president's baker. No, Snake.
For example, potassium chloride.
President Baker. Oh.
We won't be able to tell without doing an
You know Hitler had a flatulence problem. He liked cake. No, Snake. Listen.
Work together. Trust her more than you can trust me.
At least when he wasn't taking cocaine. Snake.
Snake, there's a lot of electrical interference coming from there. It should be okay if you do burst transmission like us, but normal transmission is probably...
Snake's got really bad ADHD. That's the new Snake I want to see. That's the Snake's neurodivergent in 2026. That's what the new Snake's gonna be. He's gonna be he's gonna be neurodivergent. He's gonna be playing on his phone. He's gonna have cankles, man. He's gonna sweat. He's gonna sweat a lot more. Gonna have a bit of a weird body odor. Right. Let me out of here. Any items we had? What do you mean? What do you mean? I wasn't listening to any of that. I was talking about how much Ocelot likes guns. The problem. It's a problem that I have. But what door is it then? Or better not giving the DA more access. Probably not wrong, mate. Well, Volvo.
Chief and President Baker. So now the terrorists know both detonation codes.
Yeah, and on top of that, they both died right in front of my eyes.
Snake, now that the terrorists have both detonation codes, the only way to stop a nuclear launch is to either use the detonation code release keys that Meryl's holding, or
find the Metal Gear chief engineer that President Baker mentioned, Hal Emmerich.
In any case, you should contact Meryl by codec. Wasn't her frequency written on the back of the CD case?
Oh, but wait, I'm playing on a fucking Steam game. So we go online manual, we turn that bitch around, and then on the bottom there, you can see that we've got Meryl's codec code. This is the way that we had to get it back in the day, man. So if you rented the game and you didn't necessarily have the back of the box, you were fucked unless somebody else told you. But a lot of people had to be told anyway, man. But this is just the beginning of how shrewd Kojima can be, man. I mean, it is that. Am I fucking dumb? 140.15. Do I have to get out of here first? Ah, goddamn. I'll start listening to the dialogue more. Fart on the old man. Get him farted on, man. Get the old man farted on. Baker will tell you the detonator will give you a carbon optical disc containing Metal Gear. He'll also instruct you to look for Hal Emmerich, the lead designer of Metal Gear, as well. Make up with the he'll also tell you to give her a call on the codec, but he's forgotten the codec frequency. However, the conversation is cut short when Baker also mysteriously dies from another heart attack. Snake will call Campbell looking for answers, but getting on. With that out the way, get the level 2 key in the hand. You'll be able to progress. Yeah, next destination. Shut up, man. Right, there should be a hole in the wall then, right? Yep, there is. Give him a little hole in the wall. Boing, 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 boing. Right, we'll go out here and then we'll call Hotcakes. Sorry. I had psychotherapy to destroy my interest in men. Oh. Womp womp.
Who are you?
I was really impressed with the way you busted yourself out of there.
It was really fucking cool how you did
that, baby. The Colonel's niece, Meryl, right?
You go, by the way. It's not him. Just exactly who are you?
I'm
Prince Charming, baby. I'm Mr. White. I'm Mr. Right here. You think you're some kind of one-man army?
I don't need lectures. You're just like your uncle, you know?
How do you know my uncle?
We go way back.
What's your name?
My name's not important.
Aha.
Snake. We go way back.
Solid Snake?
I used to be behind.
The legendary Solid Snake? You?
Rats.
Sorry about before.
Damn.
I wasn't sure if you were one of the good guys.
But I knew you were.
Damn, Sugar Plum.
It's your eyes.
Sorry, I'll stop being awful.
They're not soldiers' eyes.
They're the eyes of every other female portrait that Yoko Shinkawa, Yoko Shinkawa, yeah? Why am I forgetting his name?
Don't worry, you'll land back on them once you meet me. Reality is no match for the legend, I'm afraid.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Why did you look so surprised when you saw me?
Because you look just like him.
You mean the terrorist leader, Liquid Snake?
Yeah, you know him? You're not brothers, are you?
I have no family.
So what's the deal then?
I have no family, bro.
But first I want some information. You were involved in this exercise from the beginning. What exactly happened here?
I'm sorry. I was captured along with President Baker right after the terrorist attack.
That's okay. But what is this place? I don't think it's just a nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Snake is a very repressed gentleman as well, man. He always suppresses a lot of his emotional responses.
This place isn't really for
and his attachment to other characters. He's got a very flat affect.
Arms tech.
Civilian base?
Especially when discussing death and things that would normally evoke some sort of emotional response from people. Snake is pretty he's pretty tism coded a lot of the time, to be honest. But he's not really, you know, you can't really diagnose characters. That characters don't exist, man. So we just, when I say these things, I'm mostly fucking around. But you know, his flat affect and his response to a lot of these grave situations does a lot to demonstrate how he's kind of cordoned off his emotional response, man. He's unable to express normal social drives and libidinal energy. Like he's redirected his psychic energy into hypercompetence as a soldier. So his exceptional abilities represent like sublimated desires for control or recognition, and his outward rejection of the hero label begins to mark or mask his deeper desire for moral redemption. He doesn't really like himself that much, man. He insists that he was no hero and he never was. He reveals his subconscious wish to be exactly that. He probably just wants to be a normal guy, man. He just wants to go to the sled races, you know. He's a unfortunate fella that's kind of just been blackmailed into leading a life of extremes and being embroiled in these massive military political fucking adventures. But he's not like Indiana Jones, who's kind of up for it and ends up getting with some fucking white woman in every movie. Like, Snake is a very lonely guy. He's pretty much living in full isolation before the events of Metal Gear Solid 1. And if you've played up to Metal Gear Solid 4, you'll know that him and Meryl, although they're kind of set up for some sort of fling, they never... It's complicated, man. Like, Snake isn't really that available, man. And yeah, Justin said it better than I could say it. He also really likes instant noodles, man. And who doesn't, man? That's a man's man right there.
You pause for just 1 second.
I like instant noodles.
Good luck doesn't last forever.
I like instant noodles. Maybe I could.
I just couldn't pull the trigger.
Maybe I could be a loner psychopath.
But when I thought about my bullets tearing through those soldiers' bodies, I hesitated.
Woof.
Shooting at targets and shooting at living, breathing people are different.
Ever since I was a little girl, I always dreamed about being a soldier. Every day of my life, I've trained my mind and body for the one day when I could finally see some real action. And now...
So what now? You want to quit?
I can't quit. I can't allow myself to quit now.
Listen, Meryl, everybody feels sick the first time they kill someone. Unfortunately, killing is one of those things that gets easier the more you do it. In a war, all
I fucking love it now.
Emotions, worst traits come out. It's easy to forget what a sin is in the middle of a battlefield.
But this
isn't beautiful Celtic
terrorist action.
You're just a little
wire
combat high.
extravaganza. All the best is yet to come.
Take it easy.
But I learned all about combat high at the academy.
We'll talk about it later. For now, just think about keeping yourself alive.
If I get out of here alive, I'll think about that other stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me try to say this another way.
Okay.
Stay the hell out of my way.
You're a real bastard, just like my uncle said.
Okay.
I told you, the real me is no match for the legend.
Oh God. I'd love to be able to do a good Snake impression.
I'll be a good girl.
Ooh.
Link up after I grab the dog.
Love to be able to do a good David Hayter impression, but I don't think I've got the range for it. I haven't got the gravel.
I know this area better than you. Call me if you have any
I
questions.
got the middle gear.
After I...
Oh, you're going. I got to the middle gear. Hello. Hello, babe. Hello.
Don't be so impatient. Settle down.
Ooh. Whooshka. Whooshka, whooshka. Right. I was talking over him again, but, you know, I've got the level 2 keycard now, so that's something. Bing bang. Let's see if we can get any more treasure treats, and then we'll fucking move on. We'll go find Hal Emmerich. And... Oh! Remember. Ah-ha-ha. Ah-ha-ha. So this is why we smoke cigarettes, man. That's why I started smoking cigarettes again very recently. It's so I could fucking watch out for these laser trip wires. Uh-huh. So we need another research topic that I need to fucking dive back into is to find out whether or not Hal Emmerich, aka also known as Otacon, is the first person to piss their pants in video game history. I think YouTube would love to know. So we need to work that out, man. I'm gonna say yes, but we can't just say that immediately. We gotta get a good fucking 45-minute video out of it. Well, it's a complicated question. First, we need to analyze what constitutes pissing yourself. Because if it's just a little bit from excitement, I don't think we can really call that pissing yourself. But what Hal does, now that's pissing yourself. You slap your hand on a puddle and it makes a big skadoosh. That counts as pissing yourself. And that's what we have here. Zoom in, analyze. Based on the width, diameter, and volume of this puddle, we could probably say that Otacon had a lot of apple juice to drink today. And he is frightened to the point where all of that apple juice is now in his pants or in a puddle surrounding where he pissed himself. Note that if he pissed himself in the locker, it would probably trickle out.
Snake, I unlocked the cargo door for you.
Thanks. Where are you?
Okay, baby.
Alright, okay.
Too much.
Okay, Meryl. Thank you for opening the door. You're very thank you.
The way you walk.
What does that mean?
Nothing.
Listen, Snake. Door's like an airlock.
Go on.
Equipped with infrared
You
sensors.
dare you try to fucking...
If an intruder is sensed, gas is released.
You trying to mac on Meryl?
Okay, so we'll meet at the nuclear warhead storage building.
Wait.
Sounds romantic.
Be a good girl.
Oh my god.
Changed my mind.
I'm getting flustered.
Get careless. That's when
You said you would be a good girl, and now you are not to be a good girl. You want to hang out, you know, you can no hits.
Be a soldier. I gotta get my hands dirty.
Oh god.
Are professionals. You're gonna get yourself killed.
See you there.
God, I can't handle this tension. Alright, we're making progress. And we're here for another 2 hours on the stream tonight, but we will be back tomorrow after tonight. After the next 2... Oh, fucking... I know I was about to say, man. Yeah. Die of the gas. Gas you. Golden showers. Those golden showers. Right, I'm dead as fuck. I know, I was about to fucking say, Doug, I'm sorry. Take my life. Take my life. I'm pretty sure no female is going to scream like that when I succumb to the yellow gas. Probably go, yeah. Well, I could have seen that coming, to be honest. What? Smeg, are you smoking cigarettes? You must be smoking cigarettes. If you want to get through, you got to smoke cigarettes.
Infrared sensors. You probably can't see them with your naked eyes, but there are infrared beams.
Your infrared beams, and you got to crawl on your floor? Do not be silly, okay? Oh. The future is technological. In the future, laser beams will indeed be red. We could use any color we wanted, but we decided red was the most future. Metal Gear Solid predicted the color of laser beams in the 21st century. Kojima is truly ahead of his time. We got a lot of technological sort of overlap and parallels and all that good stuff in Metal Gear. What?
Snake, be careful.
Oh, it's Deep Throat. Let's go. Deep. I can't get. I was just.
Deep Throat.
I was telling a joke before. Really, it was a half joke. It was a bit of a Freudian analysis of Ocelot and his possible fascination with the male member. But we've got Snake, we've got Deep Throat. And these guys can live their lives, man. Like, I'm not here to tell them to do, it's just not, there's not too many male-to-male romance arcs set up in Metal Gear Solid. And it'd be fucking great if there was. It'd be great if there was. So here we've got like the Kosovo the shadow of sorts. Although not directly referenced, Metal Gear Solid 1 released at the brink of the Kosovo War, which ran between 1998 and 1999, right? And that conflict revived a lot of revived debates around like just war theory versus national sovereignty. The kind of moral legitimacy of NATO interventions, big tanks being driven by shaman, civilian casualties in technologized warfare. Okay, A lot of lofty fucking the Shadow Moses represents like a non-state actor power base. It's a reflection of rising fears of militarized private networks, i.e. Outer Heaven, Foxhound, that exist outside of traditional nation states. Like Kosovo, the central crisis is one of unauthorized violence. Who has the right to use overwhelming force? And under what legal framework? So Kojima's staging of a rogue nuclear threat in Metal Gear Solid parallels real fucking concerns over like Balkan instability and nuclear proliferation, which is a theme that's going to be hammered into the ground before Metal Gear Solid is truly over. If it is over, shit, I'm fucking dead already, man. Because there's nothing stopping Konami from whipping out another Metal Gear. You know, by gum, I think they will do it because now they've got a hater back on side, and you know, it might not be the worst thing because Kojima wanted to pass the torch after Metal Gear Solid 1. We have to remember that Kojima didn't want to do Metal Gear Solid 2, 3, 4, and 5, and he definitely didn't want anybody to be making Metal Gear Survive. So the odds of us getting Metal Gear Solid 6 are pretty fucking big, especially when we see Metal Gear Delta performing well. I just hope that they can get the right fucking mind behind it, man. But it was always Kojima's intention to pass it on to the next generation. That's what the whole ending of 2 is. Well, the ending of 2 is about a lot of things, but it's going to be interesting to see what they try and do with the series, with all of the conflict that's been going on in Ukraine and the Middle East, which has obviously never ended. We had a lot of that in Metal Gear Solid 4 already. Bro, is there a way I can... You can't catch me, you can't catch me. Woo, 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 woo. I've forgotten how to fight this cunt. I just remember throwing grenades at him. So I'm gonna do that. You can't catch me. Oh! Ding dang, ding dang do. Ha. Bada bing bang, ding dang do. Oh, chaff. Throw some chaff on it, man. Chaff's after you. Chaff's after you. Hey! Chaff's after you. Don't blow yourself up, son. Yes, okay. Hey! Chaff's after you. Don't get chaffed on. Chaff. What happened to Snake? He got chaffed and spaffed on. Then he blarted. Then he sharted and blarted himself. The great Solid Snake blarted himself to death. That's a blood fart. Get fucked! Solid Snake's after you, cunt. And we got the surveillance anxiety, man. We got some fucking good stuff to talk about, man. We got some good stuff to talk about. We got the good stuff to talk about, so we got the Monica Lewinsky scandal. We got fueling paranoia over like surveillance and metadata and privacy. It's gonna come into the fold a lot more in Metal Gear Solid 2 as well, man. But fucking hell.
It is just as you said.
He is just as you said in battle.
As if possessed by a demon.
He is as possessed by a demon.
I would expect no less.
See? I told you so.
Fucking Raven's a lot closer than my Solid Snake, which is not great, really.
He took your hand as well.
So I shouldn't be doing the voices of non-white people. I'll get cut from The Simpsons.
It is known as an animal to be feared.
Snake is mine now. When I meet him next, I'll take special care of him.
Not yet. Don't kill him yet.
He and I will meet.
Yeah. I'm just going by its better known.
Yes. The raven on my
less
thirst for
more content consensus safe title. What did he do then to get his health back? Hey, Sean. We're in the nuclear warhead storehouse, warehouse, fun house. That means we can't be shooting pistols and pebbles in here, man, because there's fucking big boulders with big they've got all sorts of potential.
Absolutely must not use weapons in that area.
I've already programmed the nanomachine so that he won't be able to, Colonel.
What? What are you talking about?
Have you forgotten? That's where they keep the nuclear warheads. Can't you see them?
Yeah, there's lots of boxes piled up here, but are they all warheads?
Yes, they're all dismantled warheads.
They just leave them here? It's like President Baker said, totally careless.
They're working on a limited budget. They try to put on a pretty face for the media, but this is the grim reality of it. Nastasha knows lots more about it than I do. Her frequency is 141.5.
141.14 freak.
Boxes have had their detonation mechanisms removed, so there's no fear of them exploding. But if the warheads are broken, they might leak plutonium, and that would be a serious problem.
Snake, never use your weapon on that floor.
Everybody do the dinosaur. Like pre-1998 in the... Oh, you fucking shitbus. How come they can use the guns? Oh, they're gassing me. Laughing gas. Ah, galaxy gas. We're gonna kill him with galaxy gas, man. Brr. Like pre-1998, in regards to like real world geopolitical parallels, we've got stuff like the Human Genome Project advancing with Dolly the Sheep, 1996. Which started the initial global cloning debate. We've also got the US defense and their research and development surges under post-Cold War black budgets, which is why we're hearing a lot of chat about black projects and other such wordage coming about in Metal Gear Solid as well. In regards to what this means for Metal Gear Solid, the genome soldiers are created using Big Boss's DNA. And we've got Rex, which is secretly being developed by DARPA and Arms Tech. So we've got two parallels in regards to black budgets and the idea of experiments with the human genome or cloning. You know, it's a bit of a leap to go from Dolly to clones of an iconic super soldier. But you can imagine the possibility of Kojima being inspired by Dolly and other ideas circulating black budgets and the Cold War in early 1998. Can I get in here? Boop, boop, boop. The cloning panic began to kind of peak a bit. And there was a lot of debates on whether or not we should ban human cloning. What do you guys think? Should we ban human cloning? Or should we all have 10 clone slaves each? With various tasks, like washing the dishes. And around 1998 as well, we had rising concerns over military privatization. Oh, he's over the winky. and the DARPA's role in weaponized artificial intelligence and biotech, which has never really become less of a fucking topic. In fact, we might be reaching a fever pitch. So in terms of subject matter, Metal Gear Solid style subject matter to toil over and to throw around the writer's room, we're really not light on. We're really not light on ammunition. You dig? Like I say, in 1998, around this time, 1998 actually, it was around February, March, the Monica Lewinsky scandal broke. Fueled a lot of paranoia over surveillance, privacy, metadata, and the U.S. scandal saturation. Oh, sorry, the U.S. media saturation of scandals, such as the Lewinsky one, resembles a lot of Metal Gear Solid's kind of codec overload. A lot of information, a lot of hyper-mediated reality, and things being told to us in a very sanitized or manipulative fashion. And I don't know how well the in-universe timeline aligns with the real-world timeline, because we know this game was released in 1998. I can't actually remember what year it's supposed to take place in. It might be like 2005, to be honest. But again, in like March to April, we've got things like the FDA beginning to regulate gene therapy, and bioethics councils are starting to be formed to address genetic determinism, which we see represented in modern paranoia, postmodern paranoia, in things like Gattaca as well, the film with Ethan Hawke, which is worth a watch. It's not incredible, but it's pretty good. I think Jude Law's in it in a wheelchair. And then there's calls for oversights of NSA programs for the first time, and digital surveillance kind of grows after these correspondence scandals start to break in the public sphere. Oh, just pulled my little tassel off there. Pulled my little thingy off there. I've had this jacket for about fucking 62 years. The little thing that I pulled, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. Ultimately, I'm still just a man with a fucking pillowcase tied to his head. Talking about Metal Gear Solid, so I'm sure we'll be all right. Right, Meryl. I've got to find Meryl. She's the one with the fat ass.
Dr. Emmerich should be in the laboratory area in the second floor basement.
I need to get the Nikita to blow up the thingies to get me. I got to do the thingies there, girl, haven't I? I've got to get the Nikita. Did I get the Nikita? I don't know when I'm talking fucking pure shite. Incessantly. So let's go get the Nikita. Let's get the mine detector as well, but that's alright. We can just use the fucking the heat goggles there. The heat goggles there. Take care of this boy. Go. We head over to B2. We need to head to B1. Once here, ignore the bathrooms on either side and head into the room in the center. All right then, boys. Well, I do have the level 3. It's just me being a dumpty. All right then, boys. Why am I being advertised a humble bundle? Has anybody bought a humble bundle recently? Since they beamed the words humble bundle into my head, I might as well see what's going on. Yeah. This guy washing his hands. Oh, he did. Good for him. Hey. Oh, that's the ladies. Here we go. Gun grenade. Oh, shit on a brick. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. You can't take me to court. I won't go. I was minding my own business. All right, we're not going for a flawless playthrough. I should have reminded everybody of the facts. Sorry for the lives lost. To be fair, they wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my dad. So I think that gives me the right. Pum pum, rum pum, thumb thumb, my bum, please. Okay. Got him, boss. Ring, ding, 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 ding. Whee! Oh my god, he made a mess of this moose. He made a mess of this moose. Eat my ass. Eat my ass. You know you want to. Metal Gear. Oh, don't be dumb, dude. Oh, hi, hi. All right, let's do that with style, grace, and finesse.com. Going on my belly. Uh-oh. 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 All right, all right. Boom, boom. Oh, for sure. It's got that pre-Y2K drip. All right. Let's stop being silly. Let's get the Nikita. Get out of here. You're right, I got used to self bullets, man. They go... Because my gun isn't, all Christmas crackers. Gotta use stealth, Snake. Snake, you go on in there alone. You gotta get all your weapons. You gotta get your lunch on the scene. Colonel, about that last thing you said. What do you mean I have to get my lunch on-site procurement of my lunch? What, are you fucking kidding me? Don't worry, Snake. They have multiple vending machines. I've been on a diet. I've been eating Arctic tarantulas for 6 years. How am I gonna fit into all of those vents if I can't get my snuggle bites? Like, you'll just have to think of something. I don't know what to fucking tell you, my guy. I don't know what to fucking tell you. Well, you should know what to tell me. After all, you are my poppy. Like, I'm not your poppy. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Be my pappy. Be my pappy, Colonel. They just make me come be my pappy.
Come on. Come on. What?
Snake, watch out. That place is filled with gas. Also, the floor is electrified. First, destroy the high voltage.
Also, your hair's on fire.
On the northwest wall.
But how? I can't reach it.
Use a remote-controlled missile.
Oh. Wait a minute. I got one of those. Bam, bam, ba-da-dum. Bum, bum. Ba-da-dum, dum, da-da-dum. Ba-da-bam, bam, ba-da-dum. Woo, woo. 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 Ah. Ba-dum, bam, bam. Dum, dum, doo, doo, doo. Dum, dum, doo, doo, doo. Ba-dum, bang, bang. Hey, hey. Hey, not being able to see where I'm going, man. I know that's the point. Hey, hey! Hey! Oh, it's fucking close. Oh, the gas! The gas! Snake, the gas! Snake. Snake, my voice only sounds like this because of the fucking NOS. The galaxy gas, Snake. Don't accept it. It'll make you stupid. Me and Anaconda are on galaxy gas right now. Me and Anaconda are faded. Sorry, can't talk. Me and Anaconda faded. It's very silly, Snake. Exactly. Huh, can't handle the gas. Get the hell out of my car. You changed, Snake. Whatever. Whatever. Give me back my Metal Gear bong. Probably right. One of these days. Probably in the not too distant future. Oh, for fuck's sake, I forget that wall was there. Right, here's the one. Here's the one. Here's the one. Here's the one. Nope. Quick, step outside. Ooh. Kids these days, man. Hup! 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 Oh no, there's a wall there. Hup! 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 Oh god, where is it? They've still got the gas on though. Okie dokie. Okie dokie, that's fine. Chaff. Chaff's after you. Look out, Chaff's after you. I heard you saying things about his little bro. Chaff's after you. Hey! Otacon, Chaff's after you. My god, Snake, I can't handle this right now. I'm too fucking stressed. I know you, P-baby. Otacon, I bought you some diapers. Oh, Snake. You always know exactly what to say. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I'm a real sweetheart, ain't I? Ding ding ding. Ring ding 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 ding. Ring ding 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 ding. I'm a real cutesy pop, ain't I? Oh, mama. Guess you could call me a real cutesy pop. I'm dead as fuck. I'm so fucking dead. I'm so fucking dead. Oh. Scenes of horror, scenes of joy and murder. Live on the scene, there appears to be some sort of scuffle going on behind these doors. Our local correspondent, Snake, on the scene. Snake? Yeah. Seems to be a Seems to be a real mess out here. Seems to be a real Tootsie Pop mess out here.
It looks like they were cut by some type of blade.
Looks like they were cut with some type of blade. Wesley Snipes here? No, Wesley Snipes was a vampire. He was not, in fact, a ghost. Leisure Suit Larry, complete collection bundle. 8 days left on Humble Bundle. You heard it here first. Wait, Fox. What are you doing? Hurt me, Snake. Okay. Why are all the men in this video game like this? Hurt me, Snake. Fantastic display there. Hal Emmerich.
Who are you?
Setting the record for the biggest piss done in a video game. On himself.
Oh, what next?
Snake.
You're that ninja.
Whoa.
Waiting for you, Snake.
Who are you?
Neither enemy nor friend. I am back from a world where such words are meaningless. I've removed all obstacles.
I'm back from vacation to Hawaii.
What do you want?
I've waited a long time for this day. Now I want to enjoy the moment.
What's with these guys? It's like one of my Japanese animes.
I've come from another world to do battle with you.
What is it, revenge?
It is nothing so trivial as revenge.
Because you've done this. Police notes posted on the wall, by the way.
My soul find respect.
Okay.
I will kill you.
We're gonna wrestle.
You will kill me.
Take your tops off, boys.
No difference. Fine. He can watch from inside there.
I need that man. Keep your hands off him.
Your hands off him and put them on me.
Now, make me feel it. Make me feel alive again.
Yep.
Good. Now we can fight as warriors.
Make me feel alive again by putting your manly hands all over me.
Only a fool trusts his life to a woman.
Get that off, man. Oh Christ. Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. I forgot about the whole health situation. Arakan. 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 Oh, I haven't got any fucking... Right, I'm just gonna have to not get hit by that then, aren't I? Come on, Snake. Kiss me. Kiss me, you fool.
Now, make me feel it. Make me feel alive again.
Kiss me, you fool. Are there any rations in it? Oh, hello.
Good, Snake.
This now? Chaff. Chaff's after you. Does Chaff do anything in this fight?
Hand to hand. It is the basis of all combat. Only a fool trusts his life to a weapon.
Weapon. Oh, it does. Fucking cool. Alright, I could probably just completely cheese this fight then. Oh, there's a PlayStation there. I'll save some of those until it gets a bit trickier. Bum bum. I'll pop that ration now. Why not? Why not? Where you at, fella? Where you at? Chaff's after you. Got a big handful of chaff for you. Don't be kicking the papers, man. Development papers. Don't know how hard it is. Oh! Hey, oh! Fuck, that really hurt me, actually, Burrow. Alright. I'm not. Hey. Stop bullying me. Got him. Got him. Where you at, fella? Oh, I don't know where you is. I know you are. Listen, I just want to see if this works, so just don't move. Okay? Oh, shit. I asked you not to move. Ah! I'll see what I can get away with. Not to do that again, no. Ba-da-bam-bam-ba-da-dum. Right, so there's one ration in that plate. I've really got to try and do this without getting hit. Which isn't my forte, per se. But hey, what choice do we have?
Now, make
me
feel alive again.
All right. All right. I think I know exactly what you mean.
Good, Snake. Good.
Now tickle me. Now rub my feet.
It is the basis of all combat. Only a fool trusts his life to a weapon.
My belly does anything, man. I just blew the boy up and he's fine. Don't worry about him. Woo. Hello. Hello. All right, let's just be careful. Ding ding. I remember this fight gave me a bit of trouble last time. Oh, fucking bastard! Remember this fight gave us a bit of trouble last time, man. Probably because we didn't handle the Nikita section with too much grace after the fact. In terms of ration preservation, man. We're fucked. Oh god, yeah, this ain't going too good. Oh, he's still there, and I've fucking wasted 29 chaff grenades. I'm fucking shoving them down my throat. What a fucking jib. Well done, Moose. Right. Alright. Well, do what you can. I suppose. Nothing I can do to him when he's in this crouched state. All right, then. I think we're going to have to run this back one more time. Fucking hell. You said you weren't going to use weapons, sir. I never said anything of the sort, so eat my ass, I suppose.
Snake, you can't defeat me with a weapon like that.
Are you in or are you out, Spider-Man? I'm inside of your green fucking asshole. Don't do it. Don't do it. Right, we got a bit further, man. I'm just being a bit of a fucking silly boy. Rochambeau. Hello? Sorry, I was late to pick up. Are you okay? Hello? 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 Ba-dang bing bing. Bada bing ding ding ding. Ba-ding ding ding ding. All right then. Let's run it up. Let's run it up. Let's run it up. I remember this fight, not for any good reason. I figure it's just the fact that I haven't been very sensible in preserving my rations. My lack of rations is disturbing. That's all right. That's all right. Bada bang bang bada dum. Bada bang bang bada dum.
Make me feel it. Make me feel alive.
All right, gorgeous. I will. Me and you. Ow! Don't do that. I'm fucking trying to help you, bro. Can't help you if you're being awkward. Oh God.
That's good, Snake.
Thanks. I really tried. Thanks, bro. I really tried.
Now we can fight as warriors.
Right. I'm just gotta find a good space to hunker down, I think.
Only a fool trusts his life to a weapon.
I ain't no fool. I would never risk making myself look stupid in public, man. Against my nature. What are you doing? Oh, right. Line of sight. Can't be done. Need to stay out of it. Need to stay out of it. Need to find a good place to hunker down. Let him come to me. Oh, God. Oh, God. That didn't work. Let's go for the reset. Let's opt for the reset. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Thank you. I'm just gonna dip in here, see if I missed out on any fucking rations. I don't think I did, but hey, let's just have a quick looky. In fact, I know I didn't. So let's not waste any more resources by being an asshole. We're just gonna have to grit our teeth and get on with it, man.
Now.
Hey, to abuse corners, man.
Make me feel alive again.
Make sure he can't line of sight us to death, man.
Is the basis of all combat.
All right.
Trust his life to a weapon.
Ding, 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 ding. Yes, that's it. I need to not line of sight myself to death. Christ. Christ. Fucking hell, Christ. Right. I betrayed myself. The ultimate betrayal is the betrayal of oneself, man. Let's try that again. Hello? I was in the shower. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Bit awkward. I slipped over. Wee.
Now, make me feel it.
All right, let's do it, baby cakes.
Feel alive again. Good. Now we can fight as warriors. Hand to hand. It is the basis of all combat. Only a fool trusts his life to a weapon.
I ain't no cop. Oh God. Go, 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 go. Really. Just need to be hugging these corners a lot more, brother. You dig? Ah, that old chestnut. Get to fuck with you. Woo-hoo. What? I'm not using weapons yet. You just pulled your sword out. You're such a fucking hypocrite, Grey Fox. Hey, now, fuck. That really hurt.
Snake, you can't defeat me with a
Oh, my chaff. Right, we're getting there, man. We're getting there. Awkward position with my health. But alas, we're only on normal, so with no major excuses that I'm going to fucking deploy. It's just a matter of getting on with it, man. Well, we got him to 50% without using any chaff. And we're not even really supposed to be investing too many chaff into this little discretion. It's quite the investment, man. Ideally, we can get him down without using anything. But I will deploy the chaff after 50% if need be.
Now we can fight as warriors.
But we'll hug those little consoles on the top of the screen there. It's not foolproof, but it will let me cheese him a lot more than I can elsewhere. We don't want to give him line of sight or any of that good. We want to keep him jumping over and using the corners as a means of getting the combos off. If he's got line of sight, he can attack way quicker than I can do anything about it. Okay. Or he could just disembowel me on the first turn. Snake! 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 Do you want anything from the shop? Snake, Big Boss is after you. Hey, Snake. Oh, those fellas on the sesh fair, mate. If they all falling over for it.
Now, make me feel it.
How now, brown cow?
Feel alive again.
Okay. Like this?
Now we can fight as warriors, hand to hand. It is the basis of all combat. Only a fool trusts his life to a weapon.
Make sure that ration's actually equipped so he can't just fucking one-shot me. You've got a ration equipped. When your health reaches 0, use it before you actually die. Oh, you cunt! He goes so far with that. Fuck me. He's be quick to punish when he jumps over there, because he does get his sword out mighty quick. Woo! Woo! Oh god, don't do it. Oh, he knew. Oh Christ, man. I might need to see if there's a way I'm guaranteed to cheese it, man. He's taking up a lot of my evening. Gods! Gods! Da 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 da, muggy doo, doo 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 doo. If I can get any fucking pro tips, man, just because I could brute force this over time, but if I can lessen the time, that'll be ideal. Oh, can you force the dive kick if you use your cardboard box? Cardboard box theory. Cardboard box is after you. Alright, let's just give him a few more goes, man.
Now, make me feel it. Make me feel alive again.
We might be able to loop him. Good. We just run around. If we get the cooldown on his hurt box down, we might be able to just chain him for a little bit, at least until 50%. Then we could just chaff our way when he starts teleporting. We've not even got to the fucking phase yet. Christmas crackers. Try to see if I can tail him after hitting him with a successful combo. So I might be futile on this attempt. Just try to see if I can speed it up a bit. Oh, flashes. He dives. Oh, okay. And is the cardboard box theory for truth? Oh. Is that a fact? Is that gonna happen every time though? Well,
Snake, you can't defeat me with a weapon like that.
au contraire. Au contraire. A cardboard box is my ultimate weapon. Alright. It might get us to phase 2. Consistently. And then we can work on it from there, man. I've got the chaff. Alright. That looks like it's pretty full. At least we're phase 1. But whether it'll wake for phase 2 is yet to be seen. The old solid state would never depend on a fucking cardboard box. Yeah, cunt.
You can't defeat me with...
The way he thinks the cardboard box is some kind of deep state medical technology. Not medical. Oh, fuck, he kicked me in the dick. Military tech. Right. Okay. That was something. Fucking painstaking as it is, man. We're working with one ration. And it's just the one that we get within the room. So if I can get him consistently to fucking phase 2 with that bullshit, might be the best I've fucking got at the moment, apart from trial and error. That might take us here. That might take us here all night, man. I'm willing to do that.
Make me feel it. Make me feel alive.
Rub my feet. Tickle my toes. Let's give it a go.
Good. Now we can fight as warriors. Hand to hand. It is the basis of all combat.
Mouth to mouth.
A fool trusts his life to a weapon.
I have to get that rash on. Let's just throw that to keep myself safe. Alright. And then we'll see how it goes, man. Mind you, I'm probably better off using that ration now. Hey, boss. What is this strange new weapon? I have never seen this before. You did not use this in Zanzibar land. How could you? How could you use this against your friend Frank Yeager? No, 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 sir. Please, no, no, no. Got a nice little loop going on. A nice little loop going on. The fucking box, ladies and gents. Ah! He always close. He's just confounded. He's utterly baffled by this fucking new technology. It's crazy. What's up, Tommy? No, you're right, Doug. You're right. I just can't remember which ones are left where. That's the sensible way to do it. Hold on, we can chaff the man right now. We can chaff the fella. Ah! We can chaff the fella. Let's see if we can get it this one. Uh-oh. He's not being very considerate. I don't know where here is. Where you at, daffodils? Where you at?
Hurry up and catch me.
You catch me, Doug. You invited me here. All right? Oops. You invited me here. What's up, Craig Doug? What's going on? You invited me here. Up.
I'm here, Snake.
He's a fucking rascal, ain't he? You're a little rascal, fella, so I see. Fine then. Aha. You see, your fault lies in not relying on the ancient ways. You must learn to compartmentalize and organize your inner belongings. If your head is disorganized, then so will be your ninjutsu. But if you learn to put everything in... Like old times, fella. If you learn to put... Yeah, alright. If you learn to put everything in its rightful place, in old boxes and such, then you will see the ways. No. Nothing hurts a man more than disorganization. And you are thoroughly disorganized, my guy. But I'm just a little trickster. And you hate to see that, man. Listen, the worst thing about this fight is that you're actually getting off on this. Come on, Frank. Let's go for a drink. Let's go for a drink and a vape. Come on, brother. Brother!
That's it. I remember that punch.
That box. I remember your box, Snake. Your beautiful box. Your beautiful brown box. Come on, big boy. Come on, big boy. Whoa, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Together. That was beautiful. Do you remember the 21st night of September? Come on, fancy pants. Oh, one more roundabout. Let's not fuck it up now. I'm busting for a piss, by the way. Go on, Grey Fox. Frank Yeager, ladies and gentlemen. It's been good. We beat him with finesse and grace. Oh God, imagine. Can you imagine? What, you being serious? I know, son. Sorry, it's been a minute. Bit out of practice. I've just been fucking my huskies. Oh, gods!
Snake, are you okay? Snake? Snake!
Gods. Right, well, box strap, right? Yeah, just give me a minute. I gotta go to the bathroom, okay? Even super soldiers, fucking. Imagine. Fucking hell. Hold on. Where my military bandana became loose whilst I was passing hydrated rage into the toilet bowl. We're back, and we're gonna run it up with the box strap one more time, and we're gonna send old Frank Yeager off to bed with no hope of supper. Do you remember, Snake? Ha ha ha!
Stealth camouflage? Who are you?
Where is my friend?
What are you talking about? Oh.
Now, make me feel it. Make me feel alive again.
Frankie, do therapy, dog. Oh, forgot the button. Forgot the button.
Snake, you can't defeat me with a weapon like that.
I would never. I would never do such a thing. I would never do such a thing. That'll be childish and cruel.
As warriors, hand to hand, it is the basis of all combat.
Heart to heart is what we need, Doug. We need a chat, I think. Me and you. Your sister's worried sick, by the way. I'm just hoping she's not gonna hold a fucking grudge about it. The fucking 4 games. All right, buddy. How was he doing that? Snake, your kung fu. It's transcendental, my guy. Come on, gorgeous. All right. So far, so good. Keep it going, baby.
Snake, you can't defeat me with a weapon like that.
I'm very well trained in box combat. You should get your shit together like I have. Put it all in a big box, idiot.
That's good, Snake. Hurry up and catch me.
He's just a little jokester, ain't he? He's just a little jokester.
I'm here, Snake.
Where you gone? You're being silly. You're being silly, mister. Oh, Christmas crackers, man. Don't let him hit me now.
Hurry up and catch me.
Why? Frank Yeager's a freaky boy, like, just wants to be chased and punched.
Like old times.
Yeah, man, just like old times.
Waiting for this pain.
Christ. I love you, Doug, but, your sister's worried sick. Naomi's worried sick about you, mate. Your sister's worried sick about you, man. And I'm worried she's gonna hold a grudge against me until Metal Gear Solid 4. Where she's gonna lose her accent and fucking try and kill me. Oh, Frankie boy.
Punch.
Oh!
Remember, Snake, the field of battle.
Yeah. I mean,
And sinew.
we didn't do many fights in fucking video game development offices, but you know, they've got Street Fighter on that PlayStation, you know. We should fucking play that, man. I know it's not Konami, but let's be real. They've had less misses. Especially of late. All right. I don't want to, man, but I'm fucking finna finish this scene now. I think. Right, okay. Now it goes bubble time. Ah! Can I shoot, cunt? Or is it going to fucking hurt me? Can I shoot, cunt, when he's doing this? Okay, I can. Put bullets in him then. Because I've had enough of him. He always was Frank always was a drama queen.
I've built that snake. Do you remember me now?
Can't be. You were killed in Zanzibar.
Yeah.
What? Not again.
He's tweaking, bro. He's faded. Too much galaxy gas.
What's happening?
Like that scene in Hereditary, man, where Toni Collette's banging her head on the attic. Only this one's way cooler.
Is it over?
That was romantic. All right, we did it. Fucking hell, man.
Gray Fox. Colonel,
Gray Fox.
That ninja is Gray Fox. No doubt about it.
Ridiculous. You of all people should know he died in Zanzibar.
No. He should have died, but he didn't.
What?
It happened before I joined Foxhound's medical staff. They were using a soldier for their gene therapy experiments.
I never heard that.
It happened right after you retired. My predecessor, Dr. Clark, was in charge.
Dr. Clark?
Yes. He started the gene therapy project.
And where is he now?
He was killed in an explosion in his lab 2 years ago.
So what about this soldier?
Apparently, for their test subject, they decided to use the body of a soldier who was recovered after the fall of Zanzibar.
And that was Gray Fox.
But he was already dead.
Yes. But they revived him. They fitted him with a prototype exoskeleton and kept him drugged for 4 years while they experimented on him like a plaything. Today's genome soldiers were born from those experiments.
That's the sickest thing I ever heard.
They used him.
Ain't gotta tell me, Colonel.
Naomi, why didn't you tell us about this sooner?
Because it's confidential information.
Is that the only reason?
Whatever.
Naomi, what happened to Gray Fox after that?
The record says he died in the explosion.
I see. But even if that ninja is Gray Fox, the question is, why?
From what I could tell, he didn't know who he was.
Are you saying that he's just a mindless robot?
No.
I'm not sure, but
He's got a split personality.
To death. We'll meet again. I know it.
So you'll fight again? Until you
Hell yeah.
I'd rather not. But maybe that's what he wants.
The best is yet to come, baby. Frank Yeager. Complicated guy.
Are you one of them?
No, I'm not. I always work alone.
Alone? Are you an otaku too?
Come on, get out. We can't stay here forever.
Bit of a leap of logic there, my guy.
Your uniform is different than theirs.
You're the Metal Gear Chief Engineer, Hal Emmerich, right?
You know me?
I heard about you from Meryl.
Oh, so you're here to rescue me?
Sorry, but no. There's something that I've got to do first.
You read One Piece?
Well, at least you're not one of them.
Huh. Are you hurt?
I'm okay. I just twisted my ankle.
I'm just a pussy.
Well, if that's all, it's nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
I
I'm
want to
just
ask
a bit
you
of a
something.
pussy, that's all.
I need information about Metal Gear.
Huh? Metal Gear?
Yeah. What's Metal Gear really designed for?
It's a mobile TMD. It's designed to shoot down nuclear missiles. Only for defensive purposes, of course.
Liar.
Well, they
I
say.
already know that Metal Gear is nothing but a nuclear-equipped walking deathmobile.
Why did you ask?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are planning to use Metal Gear to launch a nuclear missile. You tell me.
Nice sneakers.
No.
They're gonna put
You smell like piss, by the way.
TMD missile module?
Wrong.
By the way.
From the beginning, the purpose of this exercise was to test Metal Gear's nuclear launch capability using a dummy nuclear warhead. The terrorists are just continuing the work you started.
No, you're wrong.
I heard it directly from your boss.
This is all aged well and accurate.
No.
Completely.
A nuclear missile on Rex?
Oh, has it ever?
So you really didn't know?
No. All the armament was built by a separate department, and the president personally supervised the final assembly of the main unit.
President Baker?
Yeah. I was never told exactly what they armed Rex with. I only know it's equipped with a Vulcan cannon, a laser, and a railgun.
Exposition! It's not about national defense, it's about arms sales. Post-Cold War U.S. military spending. Oh, it didn't decline, baby. It privatized and diversified. The rise of PMC contracts and weapons R&D, the black budget programs and shadow operations, via the DARPA partnerships, private-driven defense became indistinguishable from policy.
Are you saying it was originally meant to carry nuclear missiles?
Not for national defense, but for competitive deterrence sales. Fucker.
That's not all I think. If Metal Gear fired only standard nuclear missiles, then they should already have all the practical data they need.
No. Could it be? Metal Gear's co-developer, Rivermore National Labs, was working on a new type of nuclear weapon. They were using NOVA and NIF laser nuclear fusion testing equipment and supercomputers.
So they developed a new type of nuclear weapon in a VR testing lab, huh?
VR testing lab.
Yes, but you can't use virtual data on a battlefield. They would need actual launch data. These are some of the supercomputers. If you link these, you can test everything in a virtual environment. But it's all just theoretical.
So this exercise was designed to test the real thing.
What did our president do? If the terrorists launched that thing... Damn. Damn. I'm such a fool. It's all my fault.
Kinda. Yeah, kinda. We're just gonna use it for defense.
My grandfather...
I promise we're just gonna use it just in case the Russians decide that they want to use their Metal Gear against us.
And my father? He was born on August 6th.
Don't worry about why it has to be mobile.
The day of the Hiroshima bomb. God's got a sense of humor, all right.
Yeah, he's a funny fucker, that guy. Yeah, let me tell you.
Generations of Emmerich men.
Let me tell you. Funny motherfucker, that God fella.
Nuclear weapons written into our DNA.
DNA. Genes. Gene. DNA.
I used to
genes.
think that I could use science to help mankind.
Science. Genes. Nuclear. Disarmament. Deterrence.
Using
Warfare.
Science to help mankind. It's just in the movies.
That's enough crying. Pull yourself together. Where is Metal Gear? Where on this base are they keeping it?
Rex is in the underground maintenance base.
Where's that?
North of the communications tower, but it's a long way there.
The emergency override system for the detonation code is there too?
Yeah, in the maintenance base control room. You'd better hurry. If they were planning a launch from the start, then their ballistic program is probably finished. And since they haven't called for me in a few hours, they must not need me. In other words, they must be ready to launch.
Meryl's got the detonation code.
How much time do we have?
We'll link up with her.
If we can't override the launch, we'll have to destroy Rex.
Hurry up, let me talk about all these buzzwords.
On that leg of yours, you'll just slow me down.
You'll need me if you're gonna...
He's only walking like that so his pissy jeans don't stick to his legs and start chafing.
I created Rex. It's my right, my duty to destroy him.
If you get a chance, try to escape. When the coast is clear, I'll contact you by codec.
How am I supposed to escape from an island?
Okay.
So what then?
I want you to hide somewhere and keep me informed. You know this place well, don't you?
Of course I do. And don't worry, I've got this. It's the same stealth technology as the Ninja. Foxhound was gonna use them, but with this I'll be fine. Bad leg and all.
Good. But I want Meryl to watch after you too.
Hello, Pizza Hut.
The engineer's okay.
Hello, pizza. We want 5 pepperoni pizza, please.
Very close.
Shadow Moses Island, quickly.
Oh no! Damn, they've spotted me.
Meryl, what happened?
Something's wrong.
Did you hear something? Wasn't that some kind of music?
What did she look like?
She was wearing the same green uniform as the terrorists.
Did she have a big dookie?
Did she have a good, big, fat turd cutter?
She had such a cute way of walking. She kind of wiggles her behind.
Kind of walks like a woman or something.
Very cute behind.
Kind of walks like a lady or something. I'm talking about her asshole. She got an asshole on her. Size of a fishbowl.
Is the enemy. You'll have to contact her when she's alone, huh? There's only one place where we can be sure she's by herself.
Where's that?
Don't be so dense. Here, use this security card. It's security level 4.
What is this, fucking Resident Evil? What is this? Resident Evil? His pants?
You're not in pain, are you?
Huh?
You feel okay? Nothing bothering you?
What's wrong? Getting all friendly all of a sudden.
No, nothing. I'm glad you're okay.
You're strange.
I'm a little nervous. Everyone else I've saved suddenly dies.
You're bad luck.
Forget it, Doctor.
Call me Otacon.
Otacon?
It stands for Otaku Convention. And Otaku's a guy like me who likes Japanimation. Japan was the first country to successfully make bipedal robots. They're still the best in the field of robotics.
And Japanese cartoons played some part in that?
They did. I didn't get into science to make nuclear weapons, you know.
That's what
But it's from police knots, right?
I became a scientist because I wanted to make robots like the ones in the Japanese animes. Really, it's true.
Just sounds like a childish excuse to me.
You're right. We have to take responsibility. Science has always thrived on war. Greatest weapons of mass destruction were created by scientists who wanted to be famous. But that's all over now. I won't take part in murder anymore.
Whatever. All I want from you is information.
Sure. I know everything about this whole base. Ask me anything about Rex or about this place. Also, with this stealth camouflage, I can sneak in and out of the armory and mess hall. If you need ammo or rations,
snacks?
I'll bring them to you.
You eat some snacks? You look like a man who likes his snacks.
I'm on frequency 141.1.
That's right. Some of them homies on base call me Solid Snack. Some of the big homies out there call me Solid Snacky Cakes. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Read it and weep. Lots of buzzwords, man. Let's just fucking catch up a little bit because 1998 was a pretty specific historical moment for this game to come out in. The post-Cold War era, when nuclear anxieties were being reconfigured, were happening now in 1998, really. And obviously, we had the onset of a lot of fucking weirdness happen in the advent of the millennium. I think around 2001. 2001, and the stuff that happened therein have very close ties to Metal Gear Solid 2. Some of the cut content in Metal Gear Solid 2 were some shots of New York and a couple towers that during development ceased to be there anymore. But Metal Gear Solid 1 reconsiders nuclear deterrence after the Cold War's kind of binary opposition dissolved. Rex's ability to launch an untraceable nuclear strike transforms this idea of MAD or mutually assured destruction. It changes that MAD doctrine into a one-sided threat, asymmetrical, right? It reflects shifting nuclear politics of the 1990s as concerns started to move from superpower confrontation to nuclear proliferation and rogue states. So the game grapples with this idea of inherited nuclear guilt through characters like Otacon, whose daddy worked on the Manhattan Project, and as we found out in Metal Gear Solid 5, he worked on some other things as well. But this generational transmission of technological sin parallels the genetic inheritance theme. Remember, the biggest thematic buzzword for Metal Gear Solid 1 is meme. Metal Gear Solid 2, it's meme. Metal Gear Solid 3, it's scene. Metal Gear Solid 4, it's has been. No, I'm just kidding. It's a whole thing that goes on for a while. I don't know if they had a buzzword like it for 5, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff about like the sins of the father and kind of transmission of these sins and regrets. But both suggest that we're kind of burdened by histories we didn't choose, but must nonetheless confront. And I guess setting the game in Alaska creates resonance with the state's Cold War significance as kind of America's front line with the Soviet Union. Shadow Moses effectively is or becomes a microcosm for Cold War anxieties, shifting into post-Cold War uncertainties, where enemies and allies have kind of become fluid rather than fixed. Since we had like Hiroshima and Nagasaki mentioned as well as a Japanese game engaging with American military power, Metal Gear Solid 1 has a lot of rich subtextual commentary on Japanese and American relations, which we've already kind of talked about when we were discussing Final Fantasy VII in depth, but this is a lot more military and politically motivated than it is trade and industry, which was the bigger case in Final Fantasy VII. So the in terms of occupied Japan and military dependency, the Shadow Moses incident, which is transpiring right now, where American military technology threatens America itself, could be read as some kind of commentary on Japan's post-World War II relationship with the American military protection program. Just as America kind of created the technology that threatens it in the game, America's military domination of Japan created an economic competitive, right? Tommy says, next they'll write in Fukushima, watch and see. Probably. There's a lot, because I was saying before, there's a very likely chance we'll probably get Metal Gear Solid 6. It won't be helmed by Kojima, obviously, but there's a lot of fucking fodder for it, and it not being helmed by Kojima shouldn't be seen as a black and white bad thing, because Kojima didn't want to be making he didn't want to make Metal Gear Solid 2, 3, 4, and 5. He wanted to pass it on. That's what the whole ending of Metal Gear Solid 2 is all about. So it'd be interesting to see a slightly younger generation, or a younger director potentially take the reins for Metal Gear and let the subconscious or conscious, the collective conscious or subconscious, bleed through, and let them discuss and use these things as a platform to philosophize and bring things to the table that, like Kojima's getting older and probably a bit more jaded, or a bit more focused on the compassion side of things. Well, I kind of know this because of Death Stranding, and it's. I mean, there are politics in Death Stranding. There's a lot of anti-Trump sort of sentiment in Death Stranding. We'll get to that another time. But it'd be interesting to see a competent director pick this series up for Metal Gear Solid 6 and talk about some of the shit that we're living through right now, which isn't as probably isn't as sensationalized as a lot of the stuff that was happening around this game and Metal Gear Solid 2, but is nonetheless a lot of people are getting over a lot of distorted pro-military ideologies and kind of shady territorial politics that I won't dive into here. But anyway, Metal Gear Solid 1's concerns about stolen military technology does mirror a lot of anxieties about technology transfer between Japan and America during the 1980s to 1990s. Metal Gear Rex represents American military hardware that could be repurposed against its creator, right? It's echoing by proxy, it's echoing American fears about Japanese adaptation of American technological knowledge. Bipedal robots. Like, the Japanese do love their robots, man. Like, he wasn't kidding. In terms of like Eastern philosophical concepts, if we want to get a bit wish-wash with it, especially around this idea of destiny, genetic determinism, mindfulness, into a Western military narrative, Snake's gradual embrace of meditation-like awareness during combat and his acceptance of flow rather than rigid planning is a pretty Eastern approach to conflict within an overtly Western military framework. It's all going to kind of start falling away for Snake, whereas we feel like now we've got a lot of control and we know what's going on. It's really not the case, and we're going to find out pretty quickly that we've been blackmailed and used as a scapegoat in a situation that Snake does not fully understand the depths of until the fucking credits roll. Pretty much, he is a pawn in a game that goes way over his head, and he's never really supposed to be leaving this facility alive, man. We'll talk a bit more about the genetics and all the rest of it soon as well, because there's a lot on genealogy and like I say, genetic determinism and all that good stuff, man. But for now, a lot of what this game has been talking about is kind of war as spectacle in a way. Metal Gear Rex on its own represents this idea of the weaponization of spectacle. It's a murderous technological marvel, not just designed to destroy, but designed to invoke a sense of awe. Like, oh my god, it's bipedal, it's dinosaur-like, man. It prioritizes psychological impact over pure functionality. The idea of something like this existing on its own is pretty fucking terrifying, and we only see this idea of Metal Gear has become more terrifying when we reach like Metal Gear Ray and something that is really fucking mobile, that can really just pop up and shoot off nukes wherever its masters want it to. It's a lot of how modern warfare increasingly has functioned as media spectacle rather than just pure strategic engagement. I mean, you could argue that the game's soldiers, the genome soldiers, and it becomes more and more the case, especially by Metal Gear Solid 4 with the PMCs and the military philosophies that are invoked in Metal Gear Solid 4, that a lot of these soldiers are consumers of military ideology and genetic enhancement. The genome soldiers believe they're elite because they've purchased with their bodies and loyalty, if not commercially, the genetic legacy of Big Boss. And we're going to see this idea of the genetic legacy of Big Boss permeate the entire fucking franchise. at least where it matters. Not, we're not talking about Metal Gear Survive here, man, but it's the relationship between the players and the game itself, man. They're all consuming the same military fantasy where they become special through virtual participation. And we're not, I'm going to move on for now. We're not even talking about the VR simulacra component just yet. But oh boy, like, especially by Metal Gear Solid 2, it becomes a big thing, man, because the meta narrative of Metal Gear Solid 2, without jumping ahead too much, is that you, the player, are not Solid Snake. You're not Big Boss. You never were Solid Snake. This is not actually happening. Like, this happened, but we're not doing this. We've no agency here as a player. Metal Gear Solid 2 asserts that Raiden is the one playing as Solid Snake during this simulation. Nobody really plays as Solid Snake until Metal Gear Solid 4, under the game's own theories of simulacra and VR sort of layers. It's never asserted. It's only ever asserted in Metal Gear Solid 2 that Raiden has been playing a fantasy, that the player isn't Solid Snake and never has been, could never hope to be. Tommy says it's sort of funny how the drone has replaced Metal Gear in that way, through tiny and disposable. They're somehow scary. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I got to write a bit about how the Black Mages are kind of echo this weird asymmetrical military technology, whilst I've been writing about Final Fantasy IX as well, which is a bit perverse, but still, if you're looking at the mighty West, aka Alexandria, putting fucking hands on the humble East, aka Clara, there's a lot of interesting stuff to glean from these games, these Japanese games that go into discussions on war and military ideologies. But I completely agree. They are scary because they're a lot cheaper to build as well. We'll get into a lot of the genealogy stuff the further we get, especially the closer we get to Liquid Snake's soapboxing in the latter part of the game. We'll be streaming for about 20 more minutes tonight, and then tomorrow we'll be back with this, and we should be able to finish it, I think. I mean, fucking Grey Fox did slow me down quite a bit, but otherwise we're making pretty terrific fucking... Can I get in there? We're making pretty good pace, to be honest. Not the longest game by any stretch. And I will be trying to get it done in just 2 parts. And maybe the same for Metal Gear 2. Metal Gear 2 has a lot more to talk about, so I might have to stand idle and rant for a bit longer in some cases for Metal Gear 2. I tried to rant when it's kind of a suitable time to be doing so. But I don't like to keep it going too long, because I can't. The thing is, sometimes I can rant and play the game, but not always, man. Or if I am ranting and playing the game, I completely lose track of what I'm doing. As I'm sure some of you have seen plenty of times before. But these are games that half the reason we'll be playing them is to fucking talk about them. I don't know if there's probably no, unlike Final Fantasy IX, where it's like I feel like I've got a lot to offer the conversation in regards to analysis in the video game critical reading community. Metal Gear Solid has some fucking incredible video essays that have been available for many years, and they're continuing to be created today. There really is no point in me throwing my hat into the discussion when it comes to edited content, so I will use the streams as an opportunity to just kind of fucking have a bit of a round table with you guys. Because there's so much to talk about, and so much of it is Kojima prophesizing, man, or otherwise predicting things, man. Especially in the case of Metal Gear. All right, that's the one I wanted. Especially in the case of Metal Gear 2, which is just fucking terrifying.
Don't move.
Yes, man, we got it without the pants. We get in here quick enough, we can get it with less clothes on, so you're welcome.
That's the second time I've been able to sneak up on my legendary.
Oh! I swear if you get in here quick enough, she's not got pants on.
There's no way you could pass for a man for long.
What do you mean? Hey, men aren't allowed in here.
I had no idea you were so feminine.
This is no time to try and hit on me, Snake.
It's destroyed my interest in men.
Besides, it's a waste of time. When I joined up, they gave me psychotherapy to destroy my interest in men.
Same smart mouth. You're Meryl, all right. Are you hurt?
Don't think this is true, by the way.
So why'd you change?
Because if it is, there's a bit of a consistency issue, man. Gotta go faster than that, is it? Christ.
The truth is, the uniform smelled like blood.
What's that mark?
Because in Metal Gear Solid 4, she gets fucking hitched. So,
it's not real.
and not just to any, she gets hitched to.
You and my uncle were in it. None of that gene therapy like there is today. You guys were heroes.
Nobody spectacular.
All the heroes I know are either dead or in prison. One or the other.
But Snake, you're a hero, aren't you?
I'm just a man who's good at what he does. Killing. There's no winning or losing for a mercenary. The only winners in war are the people.
That's right, and you fight for the people.
I've never fought for anyone but myself. I've got no purpose.
Self-image is just a soldier.
Come on.
Nothing else. It represents all of his attachment to an imaginary identity, man, that provides him stability, but limits his development, right?
Great soldiers throughout history.
Why didn't you contact me?
My codec was broken.
Is that all?
Shouldn't you just be happy we met up like this? How did you recognize me in disguise?
I never forget a lady.
So there's something you like about me, huh?
Yeah, you've got a great butt.
Oh, I see. First it's my eyes, now it's my butt. What's next?
On the battlefield, you never think about what's next.
So Snake, how are the negotiations going?
No progress.
So it's all up to you, huh?
Somebody's got to stop them.
That's right, baby.
Nuclear missile.
There are two ways. Either we destroy Metal Gear, or
we override the detonation code. You got the card keys from Baker?
Bet.
Card keys? You mean this?
Where are the others? There should be 3 keys.
This is all I've got.
Where could the other 2 be?
Oh my god, I'm so stressed.
But they must be somewhere. If we can't find them, we'll have no choice but to destroy Metal Gear.
Metal Gear is in an underground maintenance base to the north.
Take me too. I know this place better than you do.
You'll just slow me down. You don't have enough battle experience.
I won't slow you down, I promise.
And what if you do?
Then you can shoot me.
I don't like to waste bullets.
Whoa.
Got it. I'll be careful. You know, I don't use makeup the way other women do. I hardly ever look at myself in the mirror. I've always despised that kind of woman. I always dreamed of becoming a soldier. But I was wrong. It wasn't really my dream. My father, he was killed in action when I was younger.
You wanted to follow in your father's footsteps?
Not really. I thought that if I became a soldier, I could understand him better.
So are you a soldier yet?
I thought I was until today, but now I understand. The truth is, I was just afraid of looking at myself, afraid of having to make my own decisions in life. But I'm not gonna lie to myself anymore. It's time I took a long, hard look at myself. I want to know who I am, what I'm capable of. I want to know why I've lived the way I've lived until now.
Great dialogue.
I want to know.
Really good dialogue from Meryl regarding her character. It's most of the character exploration we'll ever get for her.
This isn't a training exercise.
But it doesn't, I mean, in regards to how verbose
your worm food.
Metal Gear Solid's dialogue is already, it doesn't feel that verbose. Verbose.
Fortunately, it's out of ammo.
Where'd you get
Meryl has kind of a struggle for
It's a 50 caliber
authentic identity.
SOCOM pistol too, but I chose
So I got a left.
Or at least like identity formation under extreme circumstances. Her psychology centers on gender identity, proving worth,
gun like this since I was 8 years old.
navigating the tension between,
I am with a bra.
the threads between idealism and reality in a military context. Like Meryl's military career choice is kind of classic identification with the father figure or Colonel Campbell. I know it's his niece, right?
Looks like
is he his niece? Or is Meryl his daughter? Where am I getting niece from?
Okay, let's go. I know this place.
But she's adopted his profession to try and understand and connect with him. Like it's her relationship with this father figure is complicated by Campbell's concealment of their true relationship with this kind of unresolved Electra complex. Man, her initial hypermasculine presentation could be understood not as actual fucking penis envy, but just as a symbolic desire for male-coded power and authority in this military structure. So her exaggerated toughness masks rather underlying uncertainty about capabilities and place. Her identity formation, you could say, is caught in a disrupted Lacanian mirror stage. It's using Snake as a mirror for her ideal soldier self. And then we've got all this stuff about the male gaze as well, which they've made a very big point about. Whether we're supposed to notice it in this way or not, it doesn't matter. We've got everything we need to talk about it. So when she's disguised as a genome soldier, she experiences the power of being the observer rather than the observed under this idea of the male gaze. We've had a lot about Meryl's ass. And that's been a way that a lot of these male characters, namely Snake and Otacon, have been able to identify who Meryl is. It's by being fucking... It's by being blokes. But her ability to take on this masculine form allows her to temporarily escape the feminine position of being looked at. Almost. She's in an active identity exploration under crisis conditions. She's testing her soldier identity under extreme pressure and without much expertise, man. Her multiple roles that she's playing kind of create internal conflict and unclear self-definition, and the pressure of combat and her lack of experience risks, in her eyes and in our eyes, like premature identity disclosure or foreclosure before her full exploration can occur. So her arc, Meryl's arc, moves towards integrated identity that incorporates both strength and vulnerability, because she is constantly at this point experiencing acute conflict, lapses of faith in between military masculine values and purely feminine socialization, right? Her journey is her finding her authentic voice beyond gender performance, you could say. But her the threat of the stereotype It's her need to be hyper competent is her response to the stereotype or the stereotypical threat about female capabilities in combat or being lesser. She's actively attempting to resist sexual objectification whilst acknowledging her femininity. It's quite sad the way that it's portrayed. Her arc kind of suggests the possibility of growth through trauma rather than mere survival, man. It's important to her that she continues to acknowledge this feminine side of her, but she struggles to do so in a very masculine, machismo-driven industry that she's found herself passionately involved in. You know, we've seen her have her first breakdown as well, man. It's a normal trauma response to combat, but she tries to show resilience through like purpose and connection with Snake and other people and stuff, and just trying to find a bit of meaning amongst all of this this bravado that she's decided to fully envelop herself in. She's got the Desert Eagle, and we've already talked about Revolver Ocelot and his weird sexual sadist quirks. We could say in a as a bit of a parallel that Meryl's use of big weapons, her oversized Desert Eagle and all the rest of it represents her attempt to claim phallic power within this masculine military environment. She's not going to be the only woman, the only female soldier we're going to meet in Metal Gear Solid 1, but she's the most prominent, certainly. When we get to Sniper Wolf, we'll dig into that as well. We're going to finish up the stream in about
There's no guard.
7-8 minutes.
I'll keep a lookout. Make sure you're ready, okay?
And then we'll continue with this tomorrow. It's oh, it is. All right.
Oh, it hurts.
I always forget how short this game is, man. All right, let's do it.
Here, Snake.
Are you okay? What happened?
I'm fine. Okay. Let's go. Come on, Mr. Foxhound. The commander is waiting.
Hold on. If I can save now, we'll quit there for tonight.
What's up, Snake?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Otherwise, we'll run over, and that's a pretty fun place to start tomorrow. Tomorrow, we'll be starting with the Psycho Mantis encounter, because I'm going to want to talk about that as well. Let's not rush for it tonight, man. Thank you very much to everybody that's tuned in. I'm enjoying this already, man. I'm enjoying this already. So hopefully we'll finish Metal Gear Solid 1 tomorrow, and then after that we can move straight on to Metal Gear Solid 2. I don't see a need to do Metal Gear Solid 3 just yet, just because there's less. It's more of a straight ahead action movie sort of vibe. There's not quite there is a lot of things to talk about in Metal Gear Solid 3, but I'll probably go for that one by request rather than by necessity in talking about these games, because Metal Gear Solid 2 certainly got the most to talk about, especially in today's climate, man. But yeah, we'll dig into that Tommy says, thanks, Bruce. I've got to work, but I'll definitely catch the VODs. Bless you. But yeah, I'll make sure they're all available. I need to do a bit of admin on the VODs, number the Final Fantasy 9 VODs and stuff like that. But we'll get that done. So ideally, by Friday, we'll be finished with Metal Gear Solid 1 or 2, and then we can slide into something else over the Friday and Saturday sessions as well. Because I didn't stream over the weekend and what have you, or Friday. I'll do a Wednesday. So yeah, we'll do 6 days this week. So I'll stream all through the week and on Saturday as well. Something horror. We need to get back to Who's Lila as well. So we'll do that Friday, Saturday. But yes, thank you very much. I hope you've been enjoying this so far. We've got a lot to talk about. And I'll catch you tomorrow. Same time, same place.